And we're back with some tales from Wildemount. It's the Oswego Comic Shop's D&D 5th edition game that I am once again running. I am your dungeon master, Paul Reese. I did these sessions way long ago, last year, and we're starting it up again. This time, we're going to have a few different smaller groups that may carry members over if they're available, but we're going to focus more on them now and less about me. So, um, I have a little bit of an intro to go, but first I want to thank my players for once again joining me and thanking all of my wonderful viewers for watching again. Um, we're still here in Wildemount, as the title suggests, and it's 6 months after Torig's Scourge of Blade Garden, and we're now in an aristocratic tavern on the higher hills of Rexentrum, and a horned bard of Fey Hooven blood plays her kalimba and soothes the audience in her melody. With each light note, the crowd becomes more hushed until after a moment or two, the great golden hall is silenced, leaving nothing but a serenade in the candle smoke. A small tabaxi wraps her cloak a little tighter to obscure her face as she starts to scan for any loose purse or expensive baubles left unattended. So, players, go ahead and introduce yourselves now, and I'll start our kalimba music.
My name is Randy Delvin. I am Meow Meow, the Tabaxi sorcerer or sorceress that was just introduced. I'm on the prowl for a few baubles and coin purses, apparently.
I'm Patricia. I'm playing Camellia, the satyr bard or fawn bard. I'm the one playing the kalimba.
And you have a pet.
And I have a
there's a
pet,
pet.
but we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that later. He's not out yet.
He's sleeping. And I'm Tavis Midden, a warlock of sorts, and I don't know what I'm doing here just yet.
Well, hopefully you're enjoying a nice drink, maybe some food, if you even eat, you weird little man.
I eat something.
So, you're now surrounded by nobles of most classes, the famous folk in the city, and everyone is enthralled by the performance. Tavis, your character, Abracadan, is sitting at the bar, stool side, and he's seeing this happen, and you can tell that this performance has hints of magic weaved into it just by your own arcane nature.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
That's it.
I adjust my glasses and see if I can pick up specifically what kind of magic is being performed now.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
All right, bear with me while I find that. So that'd be in my skills.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I found it. Boop.
And that worked.
13?
Okay, so a 10. You haven't seen magic of this type, at least not for a very long while. You see its weave drift through the air in tones of pinks and blues through your own discernation of the force. You see it wisp around each individual, kind of blush their cheeks a little. Something is enchanting about it, but you're really unsure if it's enchantment magic or maybe even illusion.
Okay, can I see this little tabaxi weaving their way through the crowd?
Make a perception check, and meow meow. If you are trying to hide at this point, you can roll a stealth check.
Oh, I am definitely rolling a stealth check. 22.
Nice.
Abracadan, you for a second swear you saw a little hood go through the crowd, but you really don't know if it was a child or a kobold or maybe even a tall plant with a coat draped over it.
Now, would it be my perception to see if anybody has kind of is catching, like if I've drawn any attention to myself?
That would be an insight check.
All right, 23.
Wow, you are really rolling well today.
It's all button presses.
So insightful.
Your knowledge of your own shenanigans leads you to believe that you're doing this perfectly.
But has anybody is anybody looking at glancing even at me and not at Camilla?
The only person that is looking at you is Camellia.
Okay.
That said, Camellia, can you roll me a performance check, please?
Roger that. 28.
It's like we have a game we do.
Yeah, I see you guys have not started today with this. So yeah, flawlessly you're weaving different scales into your play now. You've also started to kind of show off Tin Cup a little, who's now dancing on your right shoulder, kind of waving to the beat just like his mother did long ago. You start to hear now the clattering of coins hit the stage before you. It's coppers and silvers just being thrown in mass.
Have I seen,
area? Yeah.
Have I seen any sort of like coin purse that's is a little bit too heavy and needs lightning?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Wow. And with a natural 20, you notice that most of these nobles carry their coin purses at waist height, and luckily that's just about the top of your ears. So no one's really seeing you as conspicuous.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try to see if I can identify the like the drunkest of them. Like not so drunk that they're gonna like fall asleep, but like drunk enough so that they're highly distracted, so that I could just kind of take a little bit of a finger claw to slice open the bottom of the coin purse and catch the contents.
Okay, so the nearest drunk person you see would be over at the large wraparound bar just to the left of the stage. Sitting next to a bald, blue-cloaked figure. It seems to be someone who's wearing disheveled guard's gear. Like, almost as if he just didn't bother taking off all of his raiments.
Oh, do I notice the bald man?
Yes, I would say you notice it is a bald man.
All right. Does this bald man have an insignia on their cloak? Like that looks kind of like a cat?
Not from your current position, no. You're approaching from his rear.
Okay.
Fitting.
So
Ooh la la.
So I'm definitely gonna try to be very stealthy and trying to kind of is the coin purse between the bald man and the guard, or is the coin purse on the other side of the guard?
On the other side.
Okay. I'm gonna try to slowly creep over there because I am a cat. I'm probably naturally amazing at this, at being quiet.
So go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage because you're working with Camellia to distract the right people here.
Should I just hit this twice and not?
Yeah, you can just throw it twice. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I got that, and then I'll roll again. Ooh, 11.
So 11.
Yeah.
With an 11, you approach quietly, but as soon as you start looking for the strings that's attaching the coin purse to the leather belt affixed around this guard's waist, you jingle it a little too hard, and you do catch the attention of a certain Abracadan.
I look and see this, and
We both kind of like look behind the guard and
just lock
meet
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah. Meet eyes, and I am going to throw a coin to the stage. But what I'd also like to do, can I do prestidigitation and make it look like just like a shitload of coins? Just like to really draw
Um,
attention away from what's happening here.
let me. Prestidigitation is one of those spells I always have to remember the rules for.
I don't know if you can make like a bunch of coins, but you can make
Yeah,
the sound of a bunch of coins
that's
falling.
more or less what I'm looking up is how much, because I know minor illusion, he could make the image of, like, still image of a lot of coins.
I'm telling you though, even the sound of a bunch of coins hitting the ground would be enough to draw people's attention.
Yeah, I just want to do something to like help kind of cloak this action because this is a familiar face.
So it says you can create a shower of sparks, but I would say the intention of like the capabilities of this spell, you could kind of like wave your hand and it looks like you shot out a handful of coins and nothing obviously hits the ground or makes noise.
Hmm.
But it looks right if that's what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
Okay, so you go ahead and you perform your prestidigitation spell. It does have verbal and somatic components though, so I have to know what you say when you cast this spell.
Uh, bravo, wonderful, wonderful song.
And just like that, coins fly out of the sleeve of this bald man.
And
It's
I
like a
basically have
shirt gun.
retracted my kitty cat paws, and I'm looking right at him. And if a cat could sweat, it would begin to right now.
Camellia, I do have to say, you and Tim Cup both notice this awkward exchange while Meow Meow's clearly having some sort of hold up.
I'm gonna like. Well, I can't really look too much at it, or that'll be a distraction. But I'm gonna change up tempo and play a little bit faster.
Okay.
Maybe something a little bit more up to dancing or something.
Okay, Kalimba dance music. Starting.
Limbo dance music. I want a
All right.
sick rave party.
Okay, roll performance again.
Okay.
Okay,
Did that twice on accident, so 15.
yeah, we'll go with the 15. The 15 is a success. You start to pick up the beat a little bit and you start tapping your foot to go along with it, now giving it sort of a percussiveness. And you see a couple nobles that were seated, they kind of stand up a little and they start bobbing back and forth and clapping here and there and smiling and laughing to each other. And you see all of their jewelry just kind of bouncing in a wave almost. You feel the pressure of the center stage now. Now everyone's really trained on you to maintain a good vibe. And you get this sense that you accidentally may have made this harder for yourself.
Oh no.
Wonderful. That's exactly what I'm after.
I'm going to attempt to disengage and slink back into the crowd.
Okay, roll another stealth check. A lot of repeated checks, but I they keep coming up in different ways.
Yeah. All right. I'm juggling a lot of windows. I don't even know how I did. 8. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. So you immediately trip, and did you end up taking that coin purse?
No, I never got it. I was attempting just to cut the bottom of it, but
Okay.
I think we kind of crossed our wires a little bit on that one.
Yeah, so you start to go away, and someone who had just starting dancing that maybe you hadn't noticed yet, you trip right over their heel, and you kind of just let out a soft ugh as you hit the floor. Um, luckily, you're so small. Now your main focus is to not get trampled by everyone dancing. So I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, Lord.
Be spending a choice for you.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, I think I double rolled it by accident. So 10.
10. You're now like doing a log roll in between this large noble man's feet, and you just barely scoot out of the way into one of the open aisles, and you see directly down this aisle the front stage, and Camellia is giving you this like kind of like haha look. Uh, so what do you do in response to that?
To Camellia giving me that kind of like, oh no, we may have gone too far too fast. Is that kind of it? Is that
Yeah.
the question?
I think that's probably about the you're getting.
All right. So what I would do is I would use minor illusion,
Okay.
and then it does have somatic and material components, but I'm going to use a sorcery point to make it so that I can cast it with I can use it as subtle spell,
Okay.
so that no one knows that I'm doing this. But it's going to can I combo in the minor illusion? Can I combo a noise and an image?
I don't remember. I know
I'm looking. It looks like it's a sound or an image.
Yeah, if it's saying or, it's got to be or.
So what I would do is I would just make like I could cast it twice though, technically, right?
Yeah,
It
if
is.
you want to take one of them is going to be subtle though, so you can pick which one. But yeah, you have time to cast it twice. There's no immediacy.
So it would be it's gonna be like fireworks, like little firework starbursts popping off all around Camellia. And then the second minor illusion will be and that will be our show for tonight. Thank you.
I just stopped instantly mid-song.
Yep, she instantly just drops her shoulders. Even Tin Cup just kind of stops moving and looking around worriedly. And it seems like most of the nobles and townsfolk that may have gathered in from outside, they're just kind of like looking around each other like, I thought we would have had more planned. It's not even evening yet. You hear a lot of talks of disappointment, but more or less everyone is like, fine, whatever. And they sit down.
Can I modify just slightly?
Sure.
Okay, and saying that will be all for tonight for Camellia, but to the stage now will be Abracadan.
Okay.
I start clapping enthusiastically.
Okay. If that's how you're playing along, then okay. Abracadan, what do you do now?
I walk up to the stage and with a flurry, I unleash all of the cards in my sleeves, kind of accidentally. I say, Tadan. Just one moment, please. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been up in front of such a regal crowd. Usually, I play to the younger party scene, but let me see. What do I have here? Cards. And I conjure. I use prestidigitation again to conjure a dead pigeon.
Not even a living one.
Nope, just throw it up in the air because it can't be a living thing, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. So,
And luckily, dead pigeons don't have a lot of movement to them, so you're able to manipulate this appropriately.
so just to kind of toss that out into the crowd and hopefully use that distraction to duck out the door.
and then a gruff voice says, "It's not funny."
Oh no.
I'm gonna quickly collect all my coins from the stage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Take 2 for me, 1 for Tin Cup as I go.
That's fine. This whole night's been a pure scrub.
Okay.
And with that, I'm gonna run around the stage and towards Meow Meow.
And we're just trying to duck
We're
out.
gonna get out of there.
Bar. Yeah.
Yeah,
With,
I'm shuffling out the door.
What? No, you're on the stage, my man.
No.
Okay.
This is no longer the enthusiastic crowd that I crave.
Camellia and Meow Meow, you get off the stage and you quickly counting the coins in your palm. You gathered 4 platinum pieces and 30 gold pieces.
Not bad.
Now, Abracadan, what is it that you're trying to get from being on stage now? That'll kind of dictate the check you have to make.
I'm just trying to go reconnect with Meow Meow. So
Okay,
right
so you're
now,
trying to scuttle
I'm
off.
trying to get off the stage.
Okay, there's no check required to leave the stage, but everyone is kind of just booing and laughing. It's kind of hard to tell. Seems like at least half of the people took this as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
So
All the cards are just like scattered amongst all the coins.
yeah, it's just a mess on the stage now.
Yeah.
So you go backstage now, and you eventually bump into them. It's not a very large backstage area. It's this dusty, like mahogany wood room with a smooth marble floor. That's kind of a primitive marble. It's not polished. There's very comfortable velvet-covered furniture with leathers, things like that, and it's dimly lit with candles. And you see them parsing through the coins they've collected. And Tin Cup literally has like a gold piece in his mouth.
Can Camellia and Meow Meow have a moment of hurried away from the stage to talk briefly?
Yeah, so as you guys are kind of marching away from the stage, you have a few moments to speak in private.
I'm like, I kind of tug on her tunic down and be like, we need to get away from that man right away.
What, the dumb man?
The
pigeon man?
the hairless monkey man. We need to leave.
Oh, I didn't know he was a monkey.
Well, he has like that shape. And I keep like kind of darting my eyes behind me.
All right. Get away from the monkey shaped man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds great. Plan.
I just I want to call around the corner for Becca. Are you in here? I thought I saw you in here. Where'd you go,
Becca?
I will not answer.
You see Meow Meow's visibly nervous, like incredibly nervous, even more so than when she was in the void.
Yeah, like more so if somehow. Like a giant anime tear coming down the cheek, like the temple.
Maple Story emote.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are, old friend.
I think you have me mistaken with somebody else.
Oh no, the spots may be different, but I recognize you.
Abracadan, you see now the little snail on Camellia's shoulder with a gold coin in its mouth. It's starting to like puff up its cheeks and look really angry, and I need you to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
That is a dexterity check. A dexterity save is slightly different. It's found.
That. Oh, I see.
It's on your left-hand corner.
It's okay. Simple mistakes. Okay, that's much better. So you see it kind of like puff its cheeks up and inhale a little bit through whatever nose it has, and it just spits this gold coin at you at mock speed. You duck your turtle-like head into your chest a little bit to dodge it, and you hear it go right into the back wall, and you see this like sharpened gold coin sticking out of the wood.
Oh, that was dangerous.
And it's making angry squeaks at you now.
You did well, Tim Cup.
Can I offer it a coin?
Yes. What kind of coin are you offering?
What kind of coin do I have? That's a good question. I'll offer it a gold coin to make up for the one that it just lost.
It kind of crosses its front mandible mound things, and begrudgingly takes whatever it is you're offering. But it doesn't seem to want to have a lot of contact with your bald face.
I'm gonna scoop Tin Cup off my shoulder and hold him very close and glare at the bald man.
I'm also glaring, but at the bald man, but also at Tin Cup of you missed.
Hello, friends. That was quite a performance. You played beautifully.
Why is the monkey man following us?
I have no idea. Am I doing a deception?
Yeah, that sounds like time to roll deception. Yep. Okay, yeah. Camellia, unless your insight roll is better, you're buying it.
Let's see.
Oh, jeez.
Nope.
Right to her face.
I know, and I'm just patting her on the the knee, and I'm just like, it's okay, dear. We just need to leave now. I don't like this stranger.
Oh, I see. We're playing this game. Yes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't know you either.
You start to hear the sound of a larger individual clearing his throat and heavy footfalls from where you just came from, Abracadan. And turning the corner is the bartender that was in front of you the whole time at the bar. It's a large, broad, half-orc woman with long, dark red dreads tied back into a bun and a very nice blouse, leather cuffs, and tall knee boots. She turns the corner and says, "You're all going to go out and clean that mess because I'm not paying another cleaning company.
What mess?
What mess?
I brought some of it to show you because I figured you were going to escape this too." And she holds up a bunch of crumpled cards in her hand.
I turn invisible.
All him. That guy. I didn't do any of that. I don't know this guy.
I don't know this guy either.
You hold on, Abracadan. Both of you roll deception, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I'll roll deception.
I'm not deceiving at all.
I know, and I'm
I don't know
not.
this guy.
You know what's up.
I rolled deception of 15.
You have advantage if you're the only one. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, 15. You see her complexion kind of stop being as flustered, and her jaw is a little less tense now. She says, "Well,
It was the bald monkey man.
where did he go? He was just here."
That's right. He's not here anymore, and we need to leave. And I'm pointing to Tin Cup and Camellia.
I'm going to offer the bartender a platinum and say, I'm so sorry for the trouble he caused you, but we don't know him.
She quickly takes the platinum and shoves it in a shirt pocket. Yeah, no problem. Actually, I was told to get you for another reason as well. I'm delivering this. A courier stopped by recently while you were performing, and I thought it'd be impolite to interrupt. Here you are.
When we were talking to the bald monkey man, your
No.
security was lax.
I think my security was asleep at the bar.
Yes, I could tell.
He's usual, a real regular. He's good stuff. Anyway, it looks important, but if you want to give me any more platinum, you know where to find me. And she just walks away.
You didn't have to give him a platinum or her.
I still have quite a lot of money left from, when we did the thing with the whole, God eliminating.
That's true. It's just better when we can get stuff for free.
Well, yeah, but
No, I legit do not know where that guy went. And I'm a little perturbed by it.
well, let's just count it as a win and get out.
I like this
Abracadan?
What
plan.
do you guys got there?
Oh, no!
Never mind.
You want to...
I'm just standing in between both of you right now, reading
Yeah.
the letter over your shoulders.
All right.
Illusions, meow meow.
It's not illusions. What I do is magic. What you do is an illusion.
Illusions.
All right. So I don't know how we're gonna get away from this guy.
I think I know how.
Tell me.
And I'm going to grab Meow Meow's hand
Yes.
and cast Misty Step.
That leaves me behind.
Yes, it
Oh, yeah.
does.
I thought Misty Step, you could take someone with you as well.
It's
That's
it's
Thunderstep.
actually 100% funnier if you do that.
So as long as you're okay with it, Camellia, you go to grab Meow Meow's little paw, and you go, "All right, we're out of here," and you just disappear.
I'm
Yeah,
completely,
no, I'm actually completely fine with that outcome.
yeah, that's fine.
Hilarious.
I don't know about you, DM, but I'm willing to let King Cup somehow be entwined with the Misty Step, so it doesn't just drop on the floor.
Yeah, Miss Tin Cup is kind of like partially an object for things like that.
Yeah. All right. So she's holding my hand and then immediately apparates away into this cloud. And then I just put my hand down and I'm like, and I look down and I go, it doesn't take me with you. And I'm looking. And
She
now,
only goes like 30 feet to a place she can see, so you literally hear her hooves clack on the floor, like
That's-
probably at the end of the room.
that's fine.
Just reappears down the hallway in sight.
So as I look so just completely dejected, I look over at Abracadabra, and I just like, and I'm like, and you, and I motion down so that you have to kneel down to be closer to my face,
Mhm.
and I say, all right, knock it off. I'm running a scam. I'm not Rebecca anymore. I'm
Rebecca.
Meow Meow. Never use that name again. Meow Meow. Rebecca's dead.
Ah, Meow Meow. That's a fun name. All right, I got it, friend. Meow Meow. Meow 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 meow.
It's
meow.
exactly
Yes,
it.
now I'll remember.
It works on telepaths.
I'll remember.
Okay. So,
You don't have to worry about me, Meow Meow. It's locked in my brain like a steel trap. Just tucked away.
I just sigh and I grab the bridge of my nose, like that kind of exasperated. My eyes are closed.
yeah.
And let out the largest sigh in the world.
And for the first time in 6 months, things are starting to get weird again.
I know. It was great. Free food. We were heroes. And then you come back into my world. What are you even doing here?
I'm gonna like
just here for the show.
jog down the hallway and be like, okay, so that didn't work.
It's okay, dear. And that's actually a turn.
I get it.
Stop it! I swat you.
just a little tap.
Yeah.
Okay, so resting in your grasp there, Camellia, is it a very fancy parchment letter with like a lace lattice over it in black, kind of forming a secondary envelope over the envelope, and it's got like a gold flaked wax stamped to seal it.
I'm going to very carefully, not to break the wax, open it up.
Okay, so you're able to just kind of slide whatever blade you have on you right under the wax, pop it up really quick, and you start to open this letter, and it starts to make noise. And what you hear emanating from this letter is seemingly a message from the king. And he says, dearest adventurers, I once again call upon all of you to help me save something.
I look over to Camellia and I said, I'm going to say, I can dispel this magic. We don't have to do this.
So please contact your nearest town official
Just waiting. Say the word.
for dispatch. A reward and land will be awarded.
Oh, land.
It is in your greatest interest to complete the task at hand and once again claim fame on this material plane.
I do like
And
fame.
then the letter just kind of starts smoking a little bit, and then a corner of it ignites,
Nice.
and then it's like a flash fire. The whole thing goes up in smoke and is just gone.
I'm just drop it real quick.
And then I look over at Camellia, and then I'm like, and then I'm startled again somehow that Abracadan is here. The whole
Just
time
nod.
he's still here.
I'm just like intense eye contact and just give you a little slightest nod.
It's just Dwight getting scared by that one girl in the office. He's just, fuck.
I know. Oh God. So I do look over at Camellia, and I do say I wasn't exactly truthful a moment ago. I do know this hairless monkey man. He is a fan of our exploits, and I didn't realize because I've only ever seen his face drawn. So I didn't realize that this is actually what he looks like.
And then I give Meow Meow like like I'm catching on, and a little elbow nudge, and then wink at Camilla.
Can I roll perception on that? Well, not perception, but I want to understand.
Insight?
Yeah, insight.
Okay, insight, yeah, go ahead.
5.
She bought it.
Stop it!
Yeah.
It's clear that you're a little ditzy after your performances.
I literally
Generally a little ditzy.
I literally slap Abracadan again on the leg. I'm like, stop it!
Okay, well, I guess we can stop doing shows for a little bit.
What did you do? The air quotes?
Yes.
Which is very funny because she actually is putting on shows. You just are very greedy about it.
Hey, we've been living a great life for 6 months.
I'm a legitimate performer, but
And I'm a legitimate thief.
And I'm a legitimate Dan.
Oh God, you're still here?
Dan, are you still invisible?
No, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know, yeah. Oh God, I would like to believe that Abracadan's re-visibilization of the invisibility spell, his bones show up first, then his muscles, then his skin, and then his.
It's terrifying.
I'll allow it.
likely
That's what you want.
Yep, that's what I want.
Please.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, if we do this, then we don't have to do this for a little while, you know? I mean, we're going to get bored eventually and we'll go back to it anyway, but for the time being, we can get a house.
We could get a house.
We can get a house
Not
you,
Dan.
together.
Not you, Dan.
It's been so long. I'm so glad to have found you again.
You mean you found me recently?
Yes.
Do another insight check.
Yes.
Go ahead.
16.
You start to get that something is up.
I'm going to leave it for now.
Okay.
I'm going to remember.
Okay.
So we have to go to. Is
You're
it nighttime?
It was just pre-evening, which is why most of the patrons were a little disappointed that the show had already ended.
Well, that's our escape hatch if things go bad, is that we just cancel the show and then we pull up a random rube. And then
Genius.
that's our thing. That's our normally it doesn't go bad. Normally we quadruple our money.
Did great this time too. You got a new party member, got away scot-free.
Both of those things are tentatively false.
I feel like we got extra. You got how many mouths do you have now, Dan?
Too many to count.
Oh. So, and I look over at Camellia and I say, okay, here's the deal. And we have in front of us cannon fodder. Like we're the A-listers. We don't send out the main talent. He'll be our warm-up act in the combat.
Oh, see, I thought you meant performance because the audience would hate him and then would love me even more.
Exactly.
I'm just glad to be included.
You know what? That is excellent.
All right, so I think if we're gonna try to do this this missive by the king, we probably shouldn't go tonight. So I don't know if that will require a rest over the course of the night, but
Well, why do we have to rest? Why can't we just go to another bar and drink?
that is true. There is more than one
usually
bar.
What we do.
All right. So, and which one do we want to go to? Do you remember?
The one down the street.
Okay.
The left.
All right. So we tell Abracadan that we're going to the one down the street to the left.
Okay, I'll just follow you.
I
Let's
know
all
that.
go together.
No,
I'm like,
we have to, we have to do girl things first.
yeah, girl things.
Okay, bye.
So meet us there.
Yeah. We're in trouble.
I just walk out with my hands on the front of my legs, and just kind of like blink out.
You gotta go out through the back door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Meow, he's really creepy. What's the deal?
I knew him before, and I kind of owe him a favor, and I was hoping that I could trick him into not remembering that I owe him a favor.
Like, what kind of favor? Are we talking like a life debt, or you gotta walk his dog for a week, or?
Well, let's just say, we used to, kind of like how, we are, where we run jobs together. And, I used to run jobs with him, and, I'm here now.
Is that how you ended up in jail?
No, I ended up in jail for a completely unrelated instance. I bet Why You Mad wrote a wife debt. And I really, really hope that is not true. So yeah, we're kind of stuck with him for a little bit. I was trying to get away from him and before he saw me, but I was so rattled that I saw his completely pale face that I could not. It actually shocked me so much that I could no longer maintain what the people know as stealth checks.
I've displayed for us a map of Rexentrum, and right now you're somewhere around R5 in the Tangles, known as the Platinum Veranda. It's on the left side. So when it comes to bars, this is where you'd find most of the aristocratic bars. Well, bars, taverns, inns. Anything within the Shimmer Ward would be privately owned anyway. Uh, the real dive bars are from the Mud Top region and sometimes in the Mosaic.
Mhm.
So that would kind of dictate where you go for the night. Though you also don't feel like it would be hard to get a room where you are now, if you so
Right.
choose.
Well, I mean, we can definitely go to a different bar.
I just feel like
so-
the crowd here is a little upset that we ended very early.
Right. Yeah. Is there a way to exit that we don't have to go out through the front?
You can certainly ask.
I mean, aren't we in the back area?
Yes, but you are alone.
Oh, there's no doors?
Not there's the entryway into this room. It's kind of like a dressing room that you've kind of ended up in.
Okay. Is there a gift shop?
Not that you're aware of. I see that too.
Okay. Hey, I had to ask, So we're in a dressing room. There's only one entrance in and out.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We'll probably need to leave the safety of this green room to. Yeah, I know. So and then I also look over at Tin Cup and I was just like, you did a really good job. Now next time, make sure you go for the head.
It's okay. You're so good, boy.
Yeah, you so good.
You see him kind of use his eye stalks to do like a salute.
Good boy.
So regal.
And then he kind of like hiccups.
Don't shoot me in the head.
I'm gonna give him some head scritches.
He's enjoying it.
Wonderful.
All right. So I guess we're just gonna we pack whatever stuff we brought and we try to head out.
Okay, you get out and at this point it's like late spring, early summer. And the air
long are
feels
we in
nice
there?
and warm. Too long. It's quite comfortable out. The lamps lining the streets are lit with orange flame, leading from where you are. They lead east and west. There are people pretty much everywhere still at this time of day. The streets aren't necessarily crowded, but they're populated.
Okay. Where do you think you want to go?
Well, we told him down the street and to the left, so let's go the other way.
Okay.
Okay. Are you?
Can I make
trying to lose him?
Can I make a perception check to make sure that he's not like standing on a roof watching us?
Go ahead.
Okay. Because what I know of him, it's not outside the realm of possibility. 10.
You don't think you see him, but you never
Okay.
really know.
I know. That's the worst part. We know he can turn invisible.
The funny thing is, I never left the room. You just weren't paying attention to me.
Yeah, I know. You have that weird cloaking field.
By design, this blank persona I've put on.
You're like if someone were to make milk a person.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I was
I mean-
thinking Greek yogurt.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, it's all intentional, Paul. He's like the mashed potatoes of a human.
Unseasoned, no butter.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you start going the other way, can I just say, "Oh, I thought we were going down the street and to the left that way."
I jump and scream a little.
I also jump and scream a little bit. as though it were the incident from the last campaign. All right.
They're both startled, and now they're aware of your presence, Mr. Abracadan.
No, so I meant the other left when I
Yeah.
said down the street and to the left.
Oh,
You know
Okay.
how there's two
What-
lefts?
yes.
Yeah, so not the first one, the second one.
I'm always getting those confused, so that's why I decided to hang back a little bit, because you know me, and I know me, and I was going to go the wrong left one way or the other way.
Well, I don't know you, but thank you for making me fully aware of what your habits are going to be.
All right, we're gonna be. I look at Camellia and I say Camilla, and I say, this is gonna keep happening until we put a bell on him, or we always have eyes on him.
So we're not sleeping. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I would not sleep.
So you make your way down towards the R7 region near the Court of Colors. You find a quiet little building painted in pastels. It's kind of hard to tell if it's made of stone or if it's made of some sort of like stucco clay. But it's really pretty and it sticks out. You notice it has two sets of doors, one considerably shorter than the other. Think of like an 8-foot door frame and maybe a 4-foot door frame, side by side, with different frames around them, right? There's a warm blue light coming from the windows, and the sign on the outside says the Silver Moth Inn. And as you approach, you smell fresh tea leaves.
Ooh.
Uh, it's oddly quiet in this inn, but you start to get a good feeling about it being a resting place at the very least.
Let's go to this one.
Agreed.
So you go through the large door. Meow meow, which door do you use?
The normal size patron door. I am a patron.
Okay. So you both, all three of you rather, go through this doorway, and you see sitting in the corner in like a little rocking chair, there's this little old gnome woman with thick glasses, round frames, tiny though. They're tiny and thick. They're almost as thick as they are wide, right? And they just rest on the very tip of her pointed, reddened nose. Her wavy white hair is thrown messy into a bun, and she seems to have a black cat on her lap that, as soon as it sees you, meow meow, just arches its back and hisses, and she just kind of loosens a wrinkled smile and says, "Oh, hello. How are you?"
We're good. How are you?
"Hmm. Last I knew, I'm old, but I'm good."
It's always
This
good
is
to be old but good.
You're a bunch of party animals, aren't you?
Any day above ground, am I right?
Hey, wait. She seems a little disturbed at this point, but still rocking back and forth without skipping a beat.
As Abracadabra says that, I do the slowest pan up, and, like with my head and eyes, and then I just go, "No, stop!" And I just shake my head, "No."
Are you all adventurers?
Well, I guess you could say that.
We
But-
did stop a god from using this realm as its toilet.
But we don't like to brag.
No,
Yeah,
I like bragging.
I
We
love
like to
the new generation. I was an adventurer too. Back in my day, I was a ranger of sorts with this here kitty.
Is the cat still flipping out?
Yes, and you notice the cat has like one completely cataract eye with a messy scar over it. It's missing a tooth, and it just looks feral almost. But as soon as it like nestles back to peace on her lap, it just looks kind of like a normal cat.
Hmm. I don't really like seeing my kind all domesticated like that. But what are you gonna do? I keep it to myself.
Are you here for a room?
Yes. Yes, we are.
I thought we were here for tea.
Well, we'll get both.
You can have both. That's fine. That's fine.
How did she hear us?
I don't know. She's good at hearing.
Here's like a cat.
When your eyes finally go, your ears get sharp. You know.
No, I wouldn't know because I'm young.
Right.
Don't be rude, meow.
Anywho, Flint, can you get the tea? And you hear like popping noises, right? And then you hear like the shaking of something ceramic, and then you see like a small puff of dirt in the corner of the room as one of her potted plants literally gets up out of the dirt and walks over to where the tea is being brewed. I guess that you brew tea, right?
Yeah.
And it uses a leaf to wrap a cup around and fill with tea, and it just kind of brings it to you.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's very polite.
Where did you get the tea? It's not him, is it? And I point to the potted shrub elemental.
Oh no, that's Flint. He is a tea plant. I hadn't considered that. That's weird. He doesn't seem to mind.
Well, whatever it is, he's delicious.
You're eating him.
You see his bows kind of droop a little. He then goes back to his pot and uses the leaves to kind of scrape the dirt back in and nestle himself back in nice and warm.
How did you come up with the name Flint for a plant?
It was my husband's name.
Oh,
Is that
it's not
your
your
husband?
husband, is it?
Not that I know of. The other Flint was much taller.
I look over.
Cursed her husband.
I look over. That's totally her husband.
She totally cursed her husband.
It's all a little sad.
Anyway, the room's upstairs. There's 4 of them. You can take your pick and pay me in the mornings, assuming you're breathing still.
Oh God, is this? Are we staying here? Are we legit? Is that sounded like a threat?
I love it. This is great.
You just don't want to stay here because there's another cat.
She just
Well,
kind of like
you're
gives
not-
up to herself and starts petting the cat.
You're not wrong. It's kind of like if you were to find like a real deer here.
That's that's not the same.
Okay. Somehow, I roll. Would that be a persuasion on me?
To do what?
I don't to convince me that it wasn't the same.
I don't know if there is any convincing you of that.
I know. Yeah,
You're
I
stuck in your ways.
agree to disagree.
Regardless, I'm staying here. You can stay here if you want, or you could go find another place to sleep until morning.
All right.
I like this place.
I'll stay.
So you see now, to give you a more detailed layout of this downstairs area. On one side of the room, there is a very like old-fashioned saloon bar with the potted plant. There's a range with tea boiling on top. On the other side of the room, there's a fireplace that's lit with her rocking chair in front of it, and that's where she is. And in the middle of like the back of the room, you see a staircase going up with a doorway to the right of it. She said the rooms are in the upstairs, and there's 4 of them, according to her.
Okay, so meow meow, why don't we bunk together? And Dan,
Mm-hmm.
you can
Wait outside.
yeah.
All right. I know how this goes.
Great.
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 So, Meow Meow and Camellia, they start to head upstairs, and as soon as they like get towards the bottom step, they hear like a thud, and then thud, thud, thud. And you see arch around the corner of the doorway, there is this huge white tiger just kind of gazing at you.
Is that supposed to be there?
He kind of
Meow. Can
gives
you,
a
Old lady?
couple deep inhales.
Are you Flint?
And then it just goes back to wherever it was.
I didn't know that was a magic spell. I'll write that one down.
are you Flint? Check.
I don't know what that was, Camellia, and I'm a little worried.
I think it was a tiger,
I think it would have eaten us.
but it looked like a tiger.
It looked like a tiger.
Can we detect magic? See if anything.
Well, that would be an idea that you could do, but I cannot.
Are you casting Detect Magic? Is that what you wanted to do?
Well, let me see if I even have that. I have to.
I don't have it either.
I have to constantly go back and double check.
That's okay.
I do not have that.
Fair enough.
I guess could I do an
Maybe an
Arcana check?
Arcana check? Yeah.
Arcana check? Sure, yeah. You can do an Arcana check on whatever it is you just saw.
Well, seeing I'm a sorcerer, my Arcana is terrible, so
Well, I got 14.
I'll leave it to you.
You two have never really seen a spell that realistic.
Oh, she was a ranger. That probably is a real tiger, and it would have eaten us.
I told you it was a real tiger.
You're right.
But he's fine. He's probably not going to do anything. Let's just go to the room.
Let's just try to sleep with a tiger nearby.
We've slept with worse nearby. Dan's here.
Well, you know, my screams will alarm you if anything happens.
I just love your character token. Just with that unassuming, just flat smile. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I guess we try to.
If you hear me screaming, stop your dreaming.
Roger that, Dan.
Roger that. Did you even get a room?
She said to just head upstairs and like the rooms were there and we could pay in the morning if we were alive.
Oh, okay. It would be quite a racket for them because then they could just eat us and take our stuff.
Well, I mean, if we're eaten by a tiger, we really don't need our stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you head yourselves upstairs into your rooms, whatever seating or sleeping arrangement you find preferable, and you find yourself going to sleep oddly well. Like you just get into that warm bed and you slip into what seems to be like a coma.
Oh no.
And all of a sudden, you just wake up in a cold sweat, or a warm sweat rather, due to the heavy blankets, right? You wake up and it's like the crack of dawn. Like no dream, nothing. You just close your eyes and you open them.
I wake up and I'm just furious because Abracadan, like anytime I was near him, I would always like have terrible night sleeps. Like I think he takes my dreams somehow.
You see after you wake up, in the corner of your room, curled into a ball, is a large white tiger. Sitting right next to your doorway.
Oh? Meow meow, I think it just wants to be friends.
I'm an appetizer and you're the main course. So let's see if we can get Abracadan to come in. And he can be our bait. So we might be able to get away.
You see it stretch out one of its paws, pull its paw back just to stretch out those ligaments, And you see its ear twitch a few times, and then it goes back into a resting position.
Okay. So
So this time, I imagine that I was on the outside of this room, just like standing up asleep in front of the door. Did this
Sure.
tiger get in past me, or am I dead?
Hard for you to tell. You slept just as well as the other two.
All right.
So it's not a normal tiger if it could be able to kind of slip through doors and walls. So I'm gonna attempt to. I'm gonna just kind of prepare internally the Misty Step spell.
Okay.
Oh, do
Get
I?
ready.
Oh, do I get my spell slots back? Was that a long rest?
Yep, that was a long rest. You guys wake up fine and healthy.
All right. Get my sorcery points back. So I kind of slowly step out of the bed.
I knock on the door.
God damn it.
I do shave and a haircut. We do a.
And I can't stop myself, and I go 2 bits.
As soon as you knock, you see the tiger get up on its front paws and stretch out the shoulder blades. And it just looks at you, Abracadabra, and you see its soft blue eyes just gaze at you, and it approaches like your knee level with its nose, and it lets in a large, and it just like licks your leg, like pulls the pan up a little bit, and looks right up at you, and just kind of starts calmly stepping towards their bed, and it hops right up on the mattress, and you see the wood frame of the bed like buckle a little, and just the surprised face of Camellia and Meow Meow. Their eyes are wide, like, oh, don't move a muscle.
Morning.
I kept saying underneath my breath, like, eat him, eat him, eat him. But he didn't do it. You let me down again, tiger. I'm kind of mad at the tiger now.
I'm gonna try to give the tiger a pet.
Okay. You reach out and you scratch its head a little bit.
Yeah, I don't have healing magic.
And it reacts positively. Like, okay, it's into it. It's leaning into your hand like cats do, trying to get you to itch the right spots.
See, I told you we just wanted to be friends.
I am a tiny cat. They eat tiny cats.
Isn't that kind of like cannibalism?
Yes, and they do that.
And it reaches its head up and it just licks the side of Meow Meow's face. And it's completely slicked back hair now.
It's gonna eat me. It's eating me. It's gonna get a taste for me.
Oh, stop being a baby.
I'm not being a baby. I've seen family members disappear.
From this
Abracadabra,
specific
it's
tiger.
this moment that you hear like kind of like a slap and then like a scrape, and you keep hearing it from the stairs. And then all of a sudden you see a little hand reach over the top stair, and you see the old woman like pull herself up.
Oh Lord.
Jingle, get back here. I can't move without you.
We're in the grudge. We're gonna die. We're gonna die in this house.
Why are you saying that in there? Just give me my legs back, Jingle.
Can I go pick her up?
Yeah, you can approach her, and she's like looking at you, and then she puts her arms up like a toddler.
Yeah, I'll happily pick her up and bring her into the room.
This woman is like 2.5 feet tall and weighs maybe 20 pounds. She's like mostly hair in weight. And you just kind of carry her in like a toddler. And she looks back at you and she's like, put me on the tiger, please.
Done.
And she gets right into, like, she naturally settles into a mounted position, and the big cat, just looks right back at her and just licks her right up the middle of her face, and her little baby hairs that are at her hairline, they just stick straight up now. And she's like, don't leave me like that just because we have guests. Anyway, I hate to interrupt. Jingle doesn't bite. He's a good boy.
As I have a big slobbery drop of saliva just fall off my face. Like it slides off of my whisker and then immediately plops onto the ground.
Yeah, that's why I would take Jangle into battle instead. At least she actually fights.
Are you throwing shade at me, old woman?
No, I'm very confused now. I didn't mean to offend you, honey. I was just letting you know that this one's not gonna hurt you.
She's talking about the other cat.
Oh, okay.
Yes, don't be silly. I know that you're not a house cat.
I growl a little bit.
Well, you
Did you want to
certainly
be a
are
house
trying to
cat?
convince me otherwise. Anyway,
She just likes to put on a show.
I'll show you a show. Fireball!
now, Missy, my legs hurt from crawling up the stairs. I made potato pancakes downstairs if you'd like to get some. And she kind of like gently pats the tiger on the top of the head, and the tiger just immediately stands and just starts walking downstairs as if she had completely taken control of its muscles.
Oh, I definitely don't. I need to get out of this house.
But there's potato pancakes.
That's okay. They're potato pancakes.
No.
What was that? You broke up a little bit.
You just like, nope, I'm out of here.
Nope. You can take control of an animal. No way. Later. How much do I owe you, old woman?
Then just a silver for the night.
All right,
calls
here's
from
the
downstairs.
silver. And I hustle. I hustle fast.
Okay, so Meow Meow just like grabs her things real quick and she books it right out the front door.
Yep.
I'm so sorry for her
potato
behavior.
pancakes.
I paid.
Where'd you leave your silver?
I did give a silver.
Oh, you gave it to her? Okay, I wasn't sure if you just
Yeah.
dropped it on the bedroom floor and left.
No. Because I'm assuming she was between me and the door, so I had to give it to her, and then immediately out the door.
Okay, so now you're in front of this building.
Yep.
And the morning light is going over the hills to the north through the Pearl Bow wilderness. You know, I'm tongue-tied. I'm drinking a Red Bull. So,
my God.
You now see a town crier at one of those lamp posts that you'd walked by the night prior.
Yeah.
And he's ringing this large brass bell, and he's shouting out, come on, adventurers, a new royal quest to be partaken if you want land for free and fame and glory. And it seems like he has a satchel filled with the letters that you got.
Okay. I'm fine with just being outside waiting for Camellia and Abracadan to finish what they were doing in the building. So I'll just be sitting across the street, staring at the door.
And as you take your moments, we have those who are still inside, Abracadan and Camellia.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some potato pancakes personally.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just scoot up onto the bar and you rest your elbows on the countertop. And you see this lady. She is cooking from tiger back at this point. She's got this like wooden spatula she's patting down the pancakes with, and you notice that they're not actually like pancakes, they're more like circular hash browns, but you don't feel like saying anything about it. She's set in her ways, she's a gnome. So she's like flipping them, and you hear the frying of the butter, and it smells great. Like this woman clearly knows how to cook. And you every now and then you'll see the potted plant just kind of move around the room, handing her one thing or another. And you notice now that you've had more interaction with it, it kind of like grows to accommodate her need. Like if she needs something off of a shelf, it gets taller. If she needs something from a bottom cupboard, it shrinks to like the size of like a dandelion and just kind of figures out where things are. It's this really weird relationship she has with this plant, and you haven't really seen anything like this anywhere ever before.
Can I look around this room and see if there's anything, interesting or valuable?
Looking around the room, you do see like an old painting of this short gnome woman with like a fro of curly red hair, and she's got in her arms a white kitten, and next to her is this large, like gallant knight type guy wearing guard's armor. He's elven in nature, like he's thin, but he's got more structure to him than a lot of elves. He's got muscle, like a lot of muscle mass. And he's got a beautiful smile, and he's holding her tight, like right around the shoulders, and he's got like a single lily in his hand for her. Uh, and that's like the only framed picture on the wall, and really the only decoration other than the little white paintings that somebody's done to kind of look like flowers and things around the linings and corners of the room. Just little accents. Uh, as for things valuable, the best you can see is that she's got a few sets of like pewter dishware. This isn't really a rich area. Well, at least this building.
Tastefully decorated.
Yeah, yeah. Less is more in this home.
So, who's that guy? I'm gonna ask her about the picture.
Oh, well, it's no potted plant, I'm sure you've noticed. um, that's my dear, it's my dear Dwalian. Um, he he's handsome. He died in the war, unfortunately, long ago. It's been a good couple decades now. But luckily I received enough money from his cause to start this little tea shop in his honor. We used to live um outside of the city limits on a farm. I used to really enjoy being in nature more. I'm sure you understand, don't you?
Yeah.
But I need the help of community nowadays, so I decided to move within the walls of the Tangles and open up a little shop and cook some of the recipes he taught me back when he lived in um Grimgolier. He was a good man. You would have liked him. He was a big fan of Jingle here. And she kind of just scruffs Jingle's head a little bit.
I am also kind of a big fan of Jingle.
Jingle just kind of like side eyes you and like nods a little bit, like weirdly intelligently.
I would like to. I have a single tear, like just forming in my eyes, and I would like to disguise myself as the elf in that painting and offer her a dance if Camilla wants to play a song, because I think
Uh,
Uh,
it's a sweet thing to do.
she she sees you do this and she kind of like lets out a chuckle. You'll never be as good as the real thing. He learned the ancient blade dancing ways from Malasimir before it, well, whatever happened to it happened.
Oh, I've
But
got 2 left feet, but if I could have this dance.
there's a potion for that. I'll tell you. My brother took it once. And all of a sudden, he wouldn't stop shaking and he had to dance. Not good. But I'm going to refuse your dance on the pure notion that I I gave him my last one and he's going to keep it.
I'm delighted by her.
yeah, that's cute.
Well, your pancakes are done if you'd like some breakfast. Yeah, where'd your tabaxi friend go?
Oh, she had some errands to run really early. She had to go get her medicine for being rude, and
Checks out every now and then when I have to have Jingle here seen by a veterinarian. We give her something very similar. It's like a diluted nightshade, puts her right out.
you should give me the name of that sometime.
It's just nightshade and water and a little milk, really.
I would never take it.
You would never know.
You have to
I
really know
will
about.
know.
There's a balance. Nightshade's very poisonous.
Well, give me the name of that vet.
We call it sleeper's serum around here. There's an apothecary down the street that carries it for me. Though usually you would have to get some sort of clearance from a town clerk in order to buy something like that. They don't like people just having the old knockout drugs in their pocket. Sort of bad for everything, really.
A little of Mommy's happy juice.
Exactly. You're catching on. And she kind of just throws you a wink and snaps her fingers. Well, you've been really good company, but from the rush of your friend, I'm guessing you have somewhere to be.
I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like enjoying my pancakes and flexing my muscles, like still disguised as the elf. Like, oh, I should look like this more often.
He does that a lot, doesn't he?
I honestly have no idea.
I think it's safe to assume yes, right, dear?
Unfortunately, it's gonna be a long.
Hey, he could be
how
nice.
long.
Not judge too soon. Well, here's your pancakes. They're done. Take your time. I'm gonna go back to my chair, though. I think Jingle's getting a little impatient with me.
Okay, thank you. I'm
And,
gonna eat my pancakes real quick.
Okay. And she rides Jingle by you, and you notice Jingle kind of rubs his big head on your thigh as he walks by, and then he goes to take a resting position next to her in her chair.
All right, Dan. I guess we should eat quick and get going.
Let's go. I'll take these pancakes to go.
Okay, Dan just rolls them up.
Yep. I only have an hour to look like this, so it's,
Potato scrolls.
Yep.
Okay, so a short amount of time goes by, and you all exit the Silver Moth, and you see your Tabaxi friend just kind of sitting up against the wall impatiently, like, "Come on, what the fuck? I thought we were trying to get out of there. All right." And Crier is like staring her right in the face and ringing his bell. "Adventurers, we have a letter for you from the king." Like, clearly impatient, being no other adventurers in the area, and he's just trying to get something done.
Yeah, we know. We gotta meet with the guy about the stuff and the things in the free house.
No,
Yep.
no, I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
Oh,
Are you the
you're
guy?
guy.
Yeah,
think so.
I have the briefing letter. I've actually read it to 6 different groups this week.
competition.
So wait, do we all have to share
hopefully
a
it's
house?
competition. That's usually not good if I have to wait this long. You had a question, miss. I'm sorry.
So if there's competition, does that mean we all have to share the house when we do the thing? Is there like one house? Is that the trick?
From what I understand, it's first come, first serve. A whole town was sunken, correct?
No.
Oh dear. Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on. And he starts to go through his bag of letters, and he pulls out like a scroll case, and he starts to uh, release the scroll from it, pulling it down. He a month ago, according to King Dwendal's year, the town of Verdant Fen was taken over by some sort of draconic threat and is now currently occupied by what's this word? He flips it around, and it's clearly kobolds. What's this one again? I always mess this word up. Kobolds? Balds?
Yep, you got it, buddy.
Oh, all right. And he flips it back. Sorry. To clear out this area and find any of those remaining would be to claim the area as your own, and as such you would owe taxes on it, and you would gain the riches found within.
We would owe taxes on it. Did you catch that?
I caught that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, wait, you two, you look really familiar.
Like a good familiar or a bad familiar?
I like a good familiar. I thought I saw your
okay.
pictures plastered around here like 4 months ago, something like that.
Oh yeah, we were kind of a big deal.
Oh, Well, yeah, this is definitely your thing. If you're a big deal then, you should be a big deal now. Can you imagine having a whole city to your name?
That would be step 3 of my master plan.
Meow Meow Town.
What was 1 and 2?
He's stroking his goatee now. Yes, master plan. That's a good idea. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Master
I
plan.
agree. And he goes down for like a little high five. Like he like gets down on his knee. Like, huh? Huh? Master plan.
I do not return the high five.
And he kind of like dusts his knees off and he gets up. Well, anyway, Queen Dwendal has, I'm guessing, given you one of these letters, right? And he just hands you another one.
Yep, the first one burst into flames.
Yes, they do that. Don't do this indoors.
Uh-oh, we
were
did it indoors.
I forwarded to his court that these should come with a warning because I opened one up not knowing any better and I almost lit my home on fire. But anyway, I do implore you to look into this. I don't see many deals like this coming around, and I would take it up if I were more able. But I'm not. I am unfortunately a professional crier.
Aw.
Do you like cry a lot or
You don't have to make fun of me. I'm just trying to earn a quick coin.
are you like
Is it
fast?
profitable to
crying?
cry?
Just take your. I'm going on lunch, and he walks away.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm just asking questions.
He just kind of like raises a hand in goodbye from the back. So you have another letter in your possession now.
Right.
We'll keep this one just in case.
Yeah, we might need to light something on fire, especially indoors.
Or, you know,
Check.
like if we forget what we're doing.
It's like Chekhov's scroll. We'll need it in Act 3.
So, to go over what he was saying, he said the town of Verdant Fen had suddenly been taken over by some sort of draconic baloney, and whoever ceases control claims it, right? And he
Right.
definitely said owes taxes on it, but he said that very fast.
He did say that very fast.
Uh,
I look over at Camellia and I say, wonder what Tendy's doing right now. We might need some more muscle.
Nah, I think we can do it. Honestly, like I'm pretty buff. I don't know if you've been paying attention recently, but I've gotten pretty buff over the past few months.
You are pretty buff, but Tendy is pretty buff too.
I think we got it.
Yeah, we got it. And I put
Oh
my arm
God, he's
around
still
Meow
here.
Meow.
I'll also add that over the last 6 months, a lot of you fell out of contact rather fast. Everyone's got their own goals and volitions, and you two stuck together primarily due to your ability to swindle the shit out of everyone.
Yeah, we are pretty good at that.
Yeah, yes, you are.
So I guess we're going to a swamp.
I suppose we're going to a swamp.
Okay. All right, we should take our break here. It's 8:30.
Yeah.
Let's give us like 5 minutes. Is that good?
Do
Sure.
you just want to try to loop back at like an even 8:45?
That's good. We can do that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you all for watching. We're not done. We'll be back in 10. All right, we're back. This is the Oswego Comic Shop's D&D campaign. I almost said Scourge of Flesh. That was the last one. This one is Tales Tales of Wildemount. We're getting used to it. Anyway, quick recap. The group is in Rexentrum. They were trying to scam bars, yada yada. They're at this really fancy one. Meow Meow ran into an old acquaintance, really stuffy office worker type. And they ended up at a different inn called the Silvermouth Inn, and uh, found a very comfortable sleep in this ranger-owned tea shop, almost right. And they had just gotten done talking to a town crier about the mission at hand, and now they are looking to set forth in one way or another to accomplish the liberation of Verdant Fen, which is about a day's south of Rexendrum. It's deep within the Labenda swamp. So that's the destination. And let's catch up. What are we doing, guys?
I'm probably going to want to find a shop to bulk up on supplies for the trip, get rations, whatnot.
I
Okay.
agree. I agree.
Okay.
I'll follow along eerily close.
Just a little like
Oh.
open shoulders every now and then.
Yep.
Ugh.
Hey, where's my eye contact?
Okay. So sorry.
You
I had
good?
this one filled out already. So you come across the shop surrounded by adventuring types. There's people of many lineages, ages, sizes, and most of them in some sort of arcane or martial garb, and they're all talking in their own groups, right? Their own adventuring parties. Uh, and you see through this crowd, there's a large sign with an emblazoned shield at its center. Uh, and it says on the sign, "The Thorns Quip Adventuring Hub."
Quip.
Yes. And there's two large torch sconces on each side of this shield sign, and they blaze with a green flame that every now and then
Green flame.
shoots off like a little sparkling firework just to draw more attention. This large gate of an entryway is mostly crowded by these adventuring parties. Of note, you see a very large blue tiefling in silver and gold armor with a large golden flaming axe, and you see there's a few dwarves that look almost identical, both in like cleric garb, worshiping opposing deities. And plenty of others. Too many to go over right now, certainly. But before you is probably the most sought out gear acquisition store in the region.
Paul, can
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello. Can I listen for rumors? I mean, since I'm so nondescript, can I just like weave in and out of people and eavesdrop fairly easily?
Oh yeah, just go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception check. Gotta get that perception check. No? I will get better at finding these.
No problem.
There we go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. With that, you're able to get the vibe that most of these groups are going after the same thing you guys are. It's hard to discern when they're going to be heading out and doing this, but overall, they're all gearing up for the same purpose. And though you are rather inconspicuous, you do notice like glancing or like glares and dirty looks, and every now and then a bit of confusion. You don't look like the kind of person that would be wandering towards this area. Someone that looks like you would usually stay somewhere near the Shimmer Ward, where there's a lot of like aristocratic magic shops and other shops of like arcane nature.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to try? I'm gonna I look over at Camilla and I just say like, do we want to try to pick up just like the basics and then head out as quick as possible? Because if all these jabronis are wanting to get on our score, we don't want to be waiting around for them to leave before us.
We got to be leaving pretty quick.
Yeah.
Let's just try to get the basics. I think otherwise we're pretty set. I mean, I don't know about Dan.
Oh, I'm good. I'm right behind you.
Oh, he's back so fast and you don't even hear him.
Oh, Dan Lightfoot over here.
No.
Okay, so I'm guessing you guys are now approaching the entryway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you do, you start to realize why this entryway is so crowded, and it's because there is two large warforged just standing in the doorway. They are looking out towards the crowd and kind of acting as bouncers, each with a halberd in hand. They
Hmm.
look down at you with their metallic jaws, and they say, "We're going to need your pass if you want to get in."
Our
Oh,
pass.
we have the paper, right?
Oh yeah. The thing.
They look at the paper and they look at each other. And the scimitars that they have crossed to form a gate, they kind of loosen up on and open them. You're the only one that's kept yours intact, I see. Come on in.
That's right.
And you literally hear like the crowd just like, boo, go yourself.
And then as we're walking in, I look back to the crowd and I'm like, and I stick out my tongue and I'm just like,
yeah, they return it.
your disapproval only makes me stronger.
So you go into this.
I actually gained a level, right? Right, DM?
Yeah, totally. You gain 10 of them. So you go into this like heavy timber building. Most of the structure and pillars of this building are actually just trees that have been moved to be here as pillars. They're not shaved or anything. Bark's still on them. You can actually see a bit of resin made to preserve them, if anything.
Ooh, okay.
And you see many like shelving units filled with things. There's armor and weapons hanging from the ceiling on chains. At the very back, think of like a Bath and Body Works. At the very back, there's just a very dainty looking elven male teenager. Hair neatly parted, short and cropped, slicked to the sides almost, and he's got just the faintest hint of facial hair starting to grow as mutton chops, right?
So that probably puts him at like 300 years old.
Hard to tell, as always with elves.
Yeah.
He kind of just like looks up from whatever paperwork he was doing, and he gets himself like ready to address you. He says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the Thorns Quip. You're the first customers today. If you can't tell, we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. What can I get you? We have most everything."
Just the basics, my good man. We're just gonna need some. How long do you think we're gonna be out, Camilla?
I don't know, maybe like a week, 2 weeks,
10 days? 12 days? 14 days?
something like that.
All right. We just need like adventuring rations, things like that.
Yes.
Do you have
And
anything good for dragons?
For dragons, I do have a Dragon Slayer's arrow here, but it's well within the crystal case, so it'd be for a price. How much do you have?
Paul, do I still keep all the money that I had from the previous campaign?
Oh yeah, you had more than enough to keep.
Yeah. I was gonna say I still had like 50 platinum and
Yeah, especially if you've been making money during this time. Yeah, you definitely have all of that.
and getting stuff for free.
and getting stuff for free. How about you tell me your price and we'll talk from there.
The Dragon Slayer arrow. Let me go into my book here. I'll start accruing items for you. Is there anything else you need while I look?
Do you want to get any healing potions?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
we have
probably
plenty of
not.
those. Yes, we have a deal with the local apothecary. Yeah, we carry quite a bit of them. Um, So, as of the arrows of slaying, as dragon slayer's arrows for slaying, correct? They're quite expensive, as you can see, and he kind of shows it off. It's a very light birch wood shaft, right? And you can see a bit of silver weave in it almost.
Will it fit in the
Um,
crossbow?
Well, we can certainly make it, can't we?
Good.
um, I'm not
I
sure.
roll my eyes because I feel like he's trying to run some game on us.
Well, tell you what, I'll offer you a deal. This one here, and he starts to balance the arrow perfectly point down on his fingertip, and it starts to just spin in place. This one here, I'll sell you for 5,001 gold.
Insight.
Go ahead. Always.
10.
You're
Can
unsure if
I-
he means it's a deal, but he doesn't seem to be lying to you.
Can I? Oh, okay, that's fair. I was gonna try to do it as well.
Yeah, you can go ahead as well.
How about? Oh, actually, how about this?
Okay.
I'm gonna try to use like a little bit of a purr in my voice and try to
Okay.
do like a little persuasion on him, and I'll be like, "That's so much. I'm sure you can do better than that."
Okay, go for it. Let's see what you can do. I'm looking for. Okay, never mind. You blew right past it. So you give him the kitten eyes, right? You're full Puss in Boots at this level.
Sure. Yeah.
And the arrow stops spinning on his fingertip, and it just kind of like clatters on the desktop here.
Can I catch it with Mage Hand before it falls?
No, you cannot cast that as a reaction. Good idea though. It clatters on the desk, and he kind of gently sets his hands down, and he looks back to his book, scratches his head a little. How about I throw this in at a discount as long as you're buying other things?
Well, we're buying all the rations and we're buying the health potions, so
Yeah. What are you in? Maybe a few gold deep? A few thousand? Around here, that's not going to get you much of anything. Look at that up there. And he points to a set of armor made of some sort of obsidian with ruby inlay. See that up there? That's 500,000 gold.
And then I look at him, and then I look back at the armor, and I'll be like, unless it is extremely magical, there's no way it's going to fit either me or my friend.
He leans over the desk to get as close to your face as he physically can. And he says, "That's as magic as that armor gets."
And I lean in as close as I can get, and I say, "Go on."
And I lean in as close as I can get, and I whisper,
I like that one. That's infernal plate, my friend. Fire will not harm you in that, and many a blade and blunt object won't either.
okay, so here's the deal. I have about 550 gold pieces.
I mean, don't I have any money?
So it sounds like you're going to cover the rations and potions then. And I would imagine you have money, little cat. You seem to have heavy pockets.
Sorry, this is a little table talky. I wonder if I
Oh, did you not add it?
I don't know if I was told numbers.
Actually, I want to say one of you had like all the money.
That might have been Patty.
Yeah.
Because clearly I didn't see this coming. Let me check everyone else's sheets real quick.
Yeah, I'm looking, and I don't see any. So I would have trusted, which is completely out of character. I would have trusted Patty with the money.
Yeah, when I checked my my roll sheet, it had like 50 something platinum. It was 50 platinum and like
Yeah, it looks like I only have like.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much more on anyone. The most on anyone else is Guido. He has 600 gold.
All right, so yeah, Patty must have been the purse keeper.
The treasury.
Yeah. All right. Well, if
Bank
that's what
of Sale
Patty's, yeah, if that's what Patty said, then that's what we got. Well,
Well,
we
let
did
me-
have a couple platinum, right?
I'm gonna lean down, and this is gonna be an intimidation check.
Ooh.
But let me say my words first, and then you decide how it happens based on my roll.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lean down and say, "Look, buddy, we might not look like much, but we're kind of a big deal. And if we are called upon to deal with a draconic threat, don't you think that threat is going to spread? And the next thing you know, it's going to be right at your doorstep."
You do sell a hard bargain.
13.
Tell you what, I understand your plight, and I know why everyone else is outside too, so I'm certainly not worried about this threat. But, I'll give you the potions, alright? And you'll pay me for them today. But, if you come back successful, I'll let you take some for free next time. But I don't want to be throwing things away on your corpse, you understand?
Yeah, I'll show you a corpse, and I slap the
Whoa,
money down
whoa,
for potions.
I wanna lean down to Meow Meow, and I
Yeah.
wanna use prestidigitation again to produce a coupon. Be like, why don't we just do the old BOGO trick and get a buy
we
one get one
could.
free?
We could. Why don't you step up and go do it, and then we'll stand back and take notes because it's been a while since I've seen the master in action.
Okay. I'll slap down the coupon and be like, I believe you'll find everything's in order here, and I slide it across the desk.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage. But I am very entertained.
Let's see, deception. Da, 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 da. Okay.
Oh, not bad. Let's see how bad it gets, though.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, look at that. Even a broken clock, right?
Yeah.
So
He does. I think I've seen his worth again.
he, he looks at the like literally fake coupon, like not even matter coupon. He looks at it on the tabletop. He parses over the words that you've done your best to invent
says,
a
"Gimme."
wording that would make sense for a shop like this, right? And he calls over to one of the Warforged. I'm going to need you over here, Tungsten.
Oh no.
And you start to hear the metal thud of the bipedal construct wandering its way over to you. And you just feel one of the thick metal fingers tap you on the shoulder, Dan. And we do not sell with coupons.
I'm gonna just say right now, I don't know this guy.
Understood. And he just gently taps like the flat of the halberd against Abracadan's bald head and just waltzes back to the doorway.
It was good effort, good effort. And I give him a little pats on the back and like the back of the leg.
You almost
Alright.
had me. Honestly, I wasn't sure if the tungsten was going to tell me it was a good coupon.
Tungsten was gonna have to check it.
Well, I forget a lot of things. I'm a busy man.
Okay. So how much do I owe you for these health potions?
How many did you grab again?
How many do we want? How much are they?
Oh, I usually charge 50. I have a discount program.
50
is that
gold
not-
each?
Yeah, is that not good enough for you? That's cheapest place in town, right here.
No. I'm not complaining about the price. I was just double checking.
We also operate upon a membership if you'd like a discount the next time you stop by. You seem to be adventurers, right? That's how you were let in, so why not be a member?
Yeah, okay. Well, does the membership cost money?
No, not at all.
It's
And
free.
he just pulls out like a piece of paper from somewhere behind the desk. He slides it across the countertop. And it just has a line and there's an X in front of the line. And it's a series of those lines. There's 3 of them. I'll just need a signature from all of you, please.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would also like to do that.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, go
Oh.
ahead, Abracadan.
Oh God.
6.
Oh God. Me now.
I need you to make one. Oh, man, if that was another 6, I would have cried.
I know. Yeah, we would have like, okay, campaign over.
So, Meow Meow, you're a swindler yourself, but you're also sort of arcane. You know that people don't usually sign blank documents to become members.
No,
Okay.
that's not a good line
Well, I didn't
right
know
there.
if there was a good, like, magically hidden text.
I go. What are you trying to? What game are you trying to run here, friend?
Fine, I guess you don't want to be members. And he picks up the paper and it just ignites and turns into a vapor of smoke.
Well, that's just a waste of goods.
I have plenty more. Anyway, so that'll be how many potions? 50 each, correct?
Yeah.
50?
Meow, meow, how many should we get?
What? Oh, I thought it was 50 potions.
No, I can't afford 50 potions.
I know. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is happening here? I just want 1 or 2 because I don't think any of us are particularly good at healing.
So how about 5?
5 potions of healing.
And then some rations.
And some rations. Tell you what, I'll throw the rations in. Those aren't hard to come by around here.
We don't have to sign anything, do we?
Not this time.
Does he chuckle like that too?
Yes, he does.
Hmm. Can I try to do a little bit of insight on this guy?
Absolutely.
Wow. 6.
He seems fine. Normal.
Yeah.
Elven. Totally fine.
He definitely went through a tone shift when he knew he had money.
So you start you hand over the gold, he takes it, puts it somewhere behind the counter. And you start gathering your potions, and for a brief second all of you just kind of let him fade from your peripheral as you're gathering your things. And you swear you see him like sinking into the floor really quick. And he pops out from behind one of the shelves. Can I interest you in any weapons of choice?
No.
Not the
I don't like that you did that.
I don't like that either.
Oh, stop. And he goes behind the shelf and he pops out on like the other side of the room from behind a shelving unit. I have plenty of tomes over here if you need a new spell book.
Ooh, tomes.
Are you that type?
Nope.
You know, Baldy, you smell of sulfur and brimstone. And he disappears again, appears in a different corner of the room.
Flirt.
Well, is that all you'll be getting then?
I think we need to get out of here.
Yeah, same.
Can I do some?
I also think you should
insight
get
on
out
this
of
guy
here.
also?
I think Tavor's
I would also like to do some insight.
Okay, go ahead. Do so with advantage if you're doing what I think you're doing. Okay, well. Advantage isn't always so advantageous. You're getting some mommy infernal vibes from this guy.
What? Ah, jeez.
Something fiendish. Hard to tell though, because you're not so innocent yourself. But yeah, he's off, but he seems honest. He seems relatively honest for someone who gives off such negative vibes.
Well, just because you're infernal doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Right.
In my experience, it does. You both are laughing like that? Oh, jeez. We gotta get out of here.
Yep, I'm out.
Yep. All right, let's pay and go.
I picture this scene where Abracadan and this shopkeeper are just like chuckling wryly at each other.
Yeah, not saying anything, just laughing.
Do come back now. Goodbye.
Oh, God.
We will for those free health potions that we're gonna get when we kill a dragon.
Did we get the? We didn't get the
Stomping
arrow.
out, and literally everyone is just staring at you and just shaking their head with a frown, just like fuck you.
I like that guy.
Did you say you like that guy?
I liked that guy.
Yeah, you might have to bump up your audio, Tavis.
Yeah, am I cutting out?
You're just low. Doobie doobie doobie.
So, you guys have geared up a little bit, and you've made your way to R6 now, the visual circle, somewhere around there. Getting more and more near the southern gate of Rexendrum.
So I think we should probably get out of here. I don't know if I'm starting to like this town anymore.
I don't know. It's growing
I think
on
it's
me.
the town starting to not like us.
What? We're great.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
I like that.
I am right. Thanks. But let's go kill us a dragon.
Yeah, let's kill a dragon.
And I pull out the arrow that I stole. No, I'm just kidding. Is Paul there?
I am. Hello.
Okay.
I'm laughing with you.
Okay. Yeah, so we're making our way where we have to be.
So, with a city this large, it takes you till midday to get to the southernmost gate, which you do know right outside there is a relatively popular stable and like caravan service. So there's some modes of transportation there if you'd like to go faster, or you could go by foot. Regardless, it's still going to be at least a day and a half journey south, uh, unless you go on horseback. Then you'll be able to get there in a day.
Well, we only really need 2 horses because I'm pretty light, so I can kind of ride with somebody else.
Right.
Does anybody else
I'm
wanna ride?
dubious of horses. Ugh.
Well, this is our way to get rid of them, Camellia.
Go right for the horses.
Go right for that.
Well, we'll see if we can afford the horses.
Right.
That's a good point.
Whiskey for my men.
Dan for my horses.
Oh, you see outside of the stable.
Can't trade Dan for the horse.
Yeah.
You see outside of the
Bye,
stable
friends.
a large, like light blue skinned giant like form with like soft green fuzzy hair that goes halfway down his back and ends in like barely a ponytail, right? Just to hold it all together. And he's got long curtains of the same hair in the front of his head with a short, blunt nose and long cow-like ears that come from the sides of his head, drooping downward. He kind of has a pitchfork in one hand and he waves to you with the other. He's like, "Are you looking for a ride?"
Yes.
He looks all the way down at you. From your perspective, he seems to be 20 feet tall. From anyone else's, he's only 8.5. Well, I've plenty of mare, plenty of bull too, if you're into those. But those don't usually sell as rides. So, but yes, my name is Falnor, and I am the stable hand here. What can I do for you?
We'd like a fast one.
I mean, like a fast horse.
I mean, whatever's fast.
I wanted to be extra rude just then, but I restrained myself.
Well, I have some exotics in today. If you'd like to see those, they just got shipped in from somewhere south of Zadash.
Ooh.
Sounds fast.
Well, it's the city's name, but the Zadash Dashers are known for their speed. I'll be right back. And he goes around the back of this really tall stable, and he comes out leading 3 ostrich-like birds. These are
Ooh.
two cadre. They are extremely quick on the feet. Beautiful silver color to them. Large golden plumes at the rear. And they hold rain really well. Rain as in the rains in their mouth. Don't get them too wet though. They don't like that. They end up preening too much.
Do they do the things that turkeys do?
Gobble?
No, like when they
I'm-
open
I'm-
their mouths because it's raining.
I'm unfamiliar with turkeys.
No, never mind. Never mind.
Sure. I've never seen them do that in the rain, if that makes any sense to you. That said, I'll let you borrow these for 10 gold altogether, as long as you promise to bring them back.
But what could we do if we were to trade you this Dan?
Hmm.
I just give a little wave. Like I don't even raise my arm up all the way, just kind of like a little half wave.
If you
He
want,
approaches
feel
you
free.
and, like, he lifts one arm and he's like trying to take like eyeball
Yeah.
measurements of you. He's like really looking you over like you could be
Mhm.
purchased.
Feel
Um,
free to take a look in his mouth at his teeth.
He excuse me. He grabs like your forehead and like
my
bends your
pleasure.
head backward a little. And he grabs the bottom of your chin and just kind of like opens your mouth. Not
Oh
forcefully.
yeah. Yep. Uh-huh.
You sound like you're getting dentistry done.
Yep.
He's like, they're all there. That's worth something. Are you trying to sell me a person?
No. This would be
No.
a barter situation. These are
So,
collateral.
collateral. I think I legally have to ask if you're okay with this, sir.
Oh, I mean, I would normally, but I think that my friends will need me more.
Right. I think so too. I don't want you to feel like an object. I'm not objectifying you in any way. I just
Oh,
figured I
please.
would take an
I
honest
don't
offer.
mind.
Oh,
We're
all
just
right.
we were just exploring our options.
Understood. Well,
Okay. So you said 10 gold if we bring them back.
yes, I expect them back. They're quite rare.
How much would it be if something happened and we couldn't bring one back?
Oh, that would be a considerable debt.
Oh no.
Sure. 10 platinum apiece is what I purchased for them. I guess it'd only be fair to ask that back.
Okay, well, we only need 2.
Yeah, we only need 2.
All right.
Why are we paying for for dance? Abrica dance.
Oh, I'll pay
Oh,
for.
he's coming regardless.
Yeah, I'll pay for them. I have.
Call it
I have the
6
gold.
gold then, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't need 3 of them.
Do I need to sign anything if I am renting these? Because I want to contribute. Like I want to be part of the group.
Oh, that's fine. If you don't bring them back, I'll find you.
Oh no.
Just the name's Meow Meow. If you need to,
You son of a bitch.
to
You
look
did
for
it to
me?
me again.
I'm pretty sure that one down there is Meow Meow.
Mm-mm.
I've seen the pictures.
Her name's
Big
Dan.
fan, by the way.
Her name's Dan.
I don't mind whatever alias you prefer. I respect that, but
This one
I'm
doesn't
in
laugh like
support
the
of
other
you.
one.
You've left me speechless. I really don't know what to say. Dan just doesn't suit.
I look over at Meow Meow and I'm like, this one doesn't laugh like the other one did.
No, I think we need to just button up this transaction and hit the old dusty trail, the old swampy trail.
He's giving you an almost brain dead, honest smile.
Oh no.
Like, yes, okay. Mm-hmm.
It's hard to run game on this guy.
Yeah, it is.
He just all right, let's just pay and go.
All right, you stay safe, okay? Keep the birds okay.
You got it.
Not keep the birds, comma, okay. Keep them okay.
That's all
Thanks,
I
Meow Meow.
heard.
Make sure
Transform and
they're-
roll
We will
out.
take very good care of the birds, sir.
I intend to get them back still.
Yep.
Dan
Okay.
will be sure that you get your birds back.
And
That's
remember, I'll
Yep.
find you.
That's
I'll
right,
reach-
Dan. Make sure you
Yep.
get the birds back.
Yep, and I'll return them to Abracadan when we get back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we're off.
Okay. Well, you all have fun. Stay safe. Where are you going again?
No, don't
Oh, we're
worry
gonna
about
go kill a dragon.
Oh, right.
it. We're
You're-
already too far away.
Oh. And the other bird you guys didn't take, he kind of like just loosens his grasp in surprise, and the bird notices the leash got dropped, and he just starts bolting. And now you have this 8'5" fur bird chasing a giant chicken, more or less.
And then I'm as
Okay,
as
bye.
we're riding away, I'm like I'm petting our bird, and I go, nothing will happen to you, Mr. Floofles.
You just hear like,
There we go.
yeah, it's into it. So you and Mr. Floofles are now traveling south toward the Labenda Swamp region, which is almost as big as Rexentrum, from what you've heard. It's a vast swamp. And you travel throughout your day, and it's calm. The wind is fair, the weather's fair. Uh, Clear skies. Every now and then you'll pass like a traveling caravan on its way with goods to Zadash, or not Zadash, Rexentrum. And luckily you found yourself on like a main road, which isn't uncommon because you're coming right out of the capital. You pass many groups of armed troops, seemingly heading east. You pass other adventurers, some coming back beaten, some coming back scared. But more or less, it's a calm day. It's a calm day. You see a lot of different sights. Mostly, it's temperate forest on the sides of golden fields of wheat or vast fields of grass. Every now and then, there's a farm, and eventually, you start to see the tall mangrove-like, deep-rooted trees of the Labenda Swamp, and there's sort of a green smog-like miasma that surrounds this area, and it smells of sulfur. As you get closer, the day is starting to get. It's, how am I trying to say this? It's it's getting late. I'm
It's
complicated.
reaching. Is it reaching the twilight hour?
Yeah, it's reaching the twilight hour. Thank you. Late. um, and as you are reaching this twilight hour, uh, you think to yourselves, well, if we're going to camp before we go in, we should probably do it now.
Actually, what I actually think is, wait, we never found out what these birds eat. Uh-oh, Camellia, we're in trouble.
Why is the dragon here?
No, how are we going to feed these birds?
I don't know. Give them some seeds and berries and stuff. Birds
good
like
point.
seeds.
That's a good point. But we should probably camp first before we go jumping into a swamp.
All right.
How'd I get roped into going into a swamp?
Money and land.
Yeah, but if it's all swamp, it's gross.
Yeah, but we could sell it to some idiot.
Ah, that's right.
This group is on the same page at all times.
So, yeah, I guess we would try to find an area where it's flat and dry enough to kind of set up a camp for a little while.
The closest you can get in this region that you're currently in is a soft, like, hill uprising near this really muddy stream. It's hard. It almost looks like just a river of mud. That's how thick the dirt concentration is in the water. Uh, you're able to set up camp relatively easily. You don't hear anything out of the ordinary. Just just the croaking of toads. Every now and then the cawing of a crow. Normal nature noises for this sort of scenario.
Would you say there are a lot of puddles of mud?
Oh yeah, it's littered.
Sure.
The ground is relatively wet. It's soft. Like when you step, you kind of feel a squish. But not too much of one. Think of like after a lot of rain, how your yard would feel.
Mm.
So because of that, the ground here is extremely lush with clover and moss. And there's a subtle beauty despite the smell. This area is extremely teeming with all sorts of life, be it plant and animal. And there's like a calmness to it. You could see why somebody would make a town in an area like this despite all the trouble. It just feels like a place of growth.
Hmm.
It's not that bad actually. Meow meow.
Yeah, it has potential.
Well, I love it. Smell is especially intoxicating.
Hey Dan, how are you at finding seeds?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Why don't you try?
All right.
That'll be a survival check, Dan.
Oh
All right,
God!
Let's see. How do we do survival?
So in your skills, it's at the very bottom.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, not bad. Dan's been reading his bird watching manual.
It's very
So you're able to forage around, and you find plethoras of not necessarily seeds, but like fresh flowers and some berries. Nothing you've really seen before. They're just wild berries. Something that wouldn't really be cultivated for human consumption or manly consumption. I don't know how to call it. Not everyone's a human here. You know what I'm talking about. Um, you're able to find things you would imagine these birds would eat, right? And you present these to the birds, and they kind of like bring their large beaks towards your hand.
Oh
And they kind of just like open them a little and like parse through the contents, and they don't take any of it.
Oh,
They just kind of like nuzzle through it looking for something, and they're just not buying.
we made a terrible mistake.
I just look at them like, what do you want? What is it that you need?
What do you need?
What do you need?
Talk to me, bird.
Let me into your mind palace. What is it you crave?
Can I do like a nature check to see
Uh,
why they wouldn't want that?
Sure, go ahead. The nature check is in order.
14.
Okay. You can tell that uh that by the nature of these beasts, right? And their size and their forward-facing eyes, right? That these look like domesticated predators, much like a dog or a cat.
Uh-huh.
So these things you can tell by their subtly serrated beaks and sharp tongues that these things probably eat meat.
So what you're telling me is that
So we got to
Mr.
go hunting.
Mr. Floofles doesn't want to be fed; it wants to hunt.
Mhm.
Perhaps.
You should try getting a little closer to the beak, meow meow, and see what happens.
I will. I will not do such a thing.
No.
No.
Could I, before we lose all the light, try and hunt an animal for them?
Yeah, go ahead and roll survival check. So, due to the loud croaking, you're able to guess that there's probably a large density of like amphibious animals in this area. So you go frog hunting. And because you are a magician of sorts, a
An
bard,
expert frog hunter.
you're able to use your cantrips to just explode the brains of some frogs. I'm not sure what cantrips you particularly have available, but I'm guessing you have something that would hurt.
I have Eldritch Blast.
Frogs are notoriously bad at dealing with magic. So
Yeah.
I just
So
make
really-
their minds explode with minor illusion.
Oh no.
So you just daze them into a stupor, and you literally just walk up to them and pick them up. And these Dua cadre, they see that you're collecting these little animals, and they just start kind of like softly trotting over to you with their large, dinosaur-like feet, and they start like pecking at your clasped hands for these little morsels.
I'm just gonna gently set the frogs on the ground for them to eat. I don't really want them eating out of my hands.
Okay. So they're like tilting their heads one way or another and moving their necks back and forth, just trying to get whatever angle they can. And you set these frogs down, and it's like they've never eaten. It's a frenzy, and they just like start ripping the grass out of the ground trying to get these. And there's no frog to be seen after a couple seconds.
Oh god.
They
I
seem
like these
somewhat
things less
satisfied.
and less.
They-
Well, I
Sounds-
guess let's set up camp.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not made of frog.
Okay, so you set up camp for the night, and are you taking watches? Or are you just gonna go ahead and sleep?
We should take
Yeah.
watches.
Yeah, we should take watches. We're
Okay.
in an unfamiliar swamp.
Okay, so who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll
Oh.
take third.
All right, so in that order, I'll need perception checks.
17.
17. You notice while you're on watch that the duo cadre are getting like really restless. Uh, Whatever you've tied them up to, they seem to be tugging at their reins to try and get it free. Every now and then they'll snap at it with their beaks. Whatever ways they're being held, they really do not appreciate it.
I'm gonna, I guess, while I'm watching, try to find them more frogs to keep them satisfied.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Huh.
So
9.
you go to the same area you were uh, searching for frogs, and you approach it, and you see kind of like bubble up from the muddy stream one round bulb and another round bulb just adjacent to it. And you see the secondary eyelids of a giant toad kind of lower and look right at you.
Mm.
And then the eye bulbs just kind of flatten out and go under the surface of the mud. And you see like a large bubble exhale and pop.
Maybe not
Fun.
the giant one. I'm just gonna give them a ration.
Okay. So you hold out this like jerky ration, and they're just as interested as they were in the frogs.
Does it seem to satisfy them enough to stop pulling for a little bit?
For the time being, they seem to be entertained with the food enough to be calm.
Oh, wait. I've got a better idea. Can I cast sleep on them?
Yes, I have to go and get my do a cadre sleep or stat block now.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I technically should have had it out, whatever.
I just don't want to lose these guys.
I don't want to lose them either.
Hold on, I'm trying to get this to work. Sorry, technical difficulties with this for some reason.
So while we're ironing out that, why don't we so the Abracadan, are you able to steal dreams? For real.
I mean, that seems more like a DM question. I don't
Yeah.
have that spell, but if I were really RPing this as an energy vampire character,
Yeah.
I would 100% think so.
Yeah. Just your mere presence is so unsettling that
Yeah.
it disturbs REM sleep.
That's why you didn't dream in the tea house.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. So you rolled 25 for sleep.
Uh-huh.
One of them gently passes out and lowers itself to a sleeping position, and the other one's still tugging away at the leash.
Can I try to like soothe it by petting it?
Roll animal handling.
Nope.
It doesn't seem to be phased by your attempts.
Is there any way I can like reinforce what it's tied to just to make sure it doesn't break out by the time it goes to the next shift and it's somebody else's responsibility?
I'm assuming it's tied to like a tree, right?
The whole tree.
Makes
That should
sense.
be fine.
Yeah. The leash or the reins are kind of like a leather strip. So I don't know how you would reinforce that really, unless you've got something on you.
I don't think I really do.
Do you have a rope?
That's a good question. I do
Um,
not.
Shame.
Wait, I have ad- isn't it standard adventuring gear or am I remembering from 3.5?
If you start with like an adventurous pack, you get 50 feet of rope. Yeah.
Cuz it no, I guess I don't. I thought I did cuz I have everything else but not the rope.
No. Interesting. Maybe you used it before.
Maybe.
Well, that said, he's tugging. It doesn't seem to be ripping the leather, but he's tugging.
Okay. So, but nothing else the rest of my watch?
Not that you can tell. No.
Okay. I'm going to warn Abracadan when it gets to his watch that he's got to keep an eye on him.
Okay. Abracadan, it's your turn. Need perception check. Unless you already gave it to me. Hold on.
Nope, I got to do it still.
Okay.
Perception.
Wow, look at you.
Very
Though
perceptive.
the duocadra is still kind of making a ruckus. You can tell it's starting to tire itself out, and it's definitely less frequent with its tugs. Um, but you get the sense that the rustling has kind of attracted something because off in the distance, through the dark, you barely see like a bush shake, and then like a couple of yellow eyes dart through it, and then the bush shakes again, and nothing. And you pay attention. You pay very close attention. You don't see anything rustle. You don't see anything move. Things are still. There's barely any noise other than the odd frog croaking, right? But you stay wary. And
Mm-hmm.
luckily, eventually, the restless duocadre does finally give in to sleep, and he settles down with his partner there. And your watch goes off without any other notices.
Well, all right. I don't know what Camilio was talking about. This is a perfectly peaceful night. All right, I wake up meow meow for their watch.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Because it sounds like something's going to jump me. All right. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
14.
I've seen worse. You
Like
get
13.
about 2 hours into your watch, and the sun is starting to peek over the hillsides to the north. And in the orange glow of the sky, you swear above the treetops, off in the distance toward the swamp, you see something with wings kind of pop up over the treetops and duck back in. Nothing really like a dragon, though. They're leathery wings for sure, but they're not huge. They're not daunting. They don't bend the trees as they move. Something smaller. But you don't think you've caught its attention, whatever it is. But something's active now that the sun is rising. So
Great.
you keep a careful eye, and the birds, they remain asleep. They're not alert, and the frogs have calmed down in the morning. Now it's those early morning crows that just don't shut the hell up.
Yeah.
And though you've been made aware of a presence of sorts, it doesn't seem to be aware of yours. And your watch goes off without any alarm as well.
Okay.
And now the sun is maybe an eighth of the way into the sky. And there's a soft golden hue that kind of covers this swamp. And once again, you're just surrounded by natural beauty that you never found in the prisons of Blade Garden, and you certainly never found within the walls of Rexentrum. It kind of reminds you why you ever started wandering in the first place. There's so much to see. Why would you ever confine yourself? Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
So I assume we had a fire going and that kind of thing, or
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you wanted to sleep in the dark like a bunch of weirdos.
no, I know, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna get a little bit of like bread warming and a little bit of like of that kind of jerky mixed with a little bit of the water to kind of soften it up a little bit, so I can make something better than a field ration for breakfast.
Oh yeah, meat soup and burnt bread. Awesome.
I didn't say burnt.
I've tried to
I
make
said-
toast on a fire. It doesn't work very well, man.
Hey, have you ever tried eating one of these field rations? I'm sure it's not that good either.
Right. Fair enough.
All right,
At least it's
so
better.
yeah, so I'm assuming that the smell of that awful food is what woke everybody up. But so yeah,
Unfortunately.
so I don't know about your guys, but there something. I think something's out there. I think something's either in the trees or it didn't really wake up the birds, and it didn't wake up you guys, and it doesn't seem to be inherently aggressive just yet. But I think if it were to catch sight of us, I think if we might have a little bit of a problem on our hands.
Well, I mean, aside from the ominous yellow eyes and darting shadowy shape, there wasn't really anything to talk about in my watch.
I mean, those seem like pretty important things.
Yeah, those seem like a big information points.
Oh, yeah, nothing happened.
Huh. All right.
Well, simple enough. So, we're starting to wrap this up, just so everyone knows. But we're
Yep.
going to go until I can give you a hook to come back to.
Yep.
You still have quite a bit of swamp to get through, and you notice that most of your journey south now is going to be in a good couple inches of water or mud, one way or another. The swamp is just too vast, and dry land is just too sparse to even account for any sort of travel on it.
Sure.
Um, Luckily, you've noticed that these duocadre, they don't care at all. They seem to move just fine through the mud. As long as it stays below the feather line, they aren't really hindered much. They don't break out into sprints, but they're able to move at a reasonable pace.
I'm definitely gonna stay on a bird then.
Yeah.
Right. So you are making your way south, and these large, looming, overarching trees they provide a large amount of shade. So for the time going forward, if you don't have dark vision, this would be counted as low light, so perception checks would be at disadvantage, and attacks on things that can see you in low light uh, would be a disadvantage as well. Um, to remind you, this is what it's starting to look like. A hazy green shade is covering just about everything now. Um, but you're not worried. It just reminds you that you're on the right path. You're going the right way, right?
Right.
Um, and you come to a sort of clearing next to next to this large stream of flowing mud and overturned trees and large boulders. It's not uncommon to see groups of fungus growing here in the moist dirt. For the time being, you might as well just get comfortable in this. And in this clearing above, in front of you, you see this large 6 foot tall, 4 foot wide, bipedal winged creature with a long, leathery, spined tail and a reptilian head. And on its back, in long, green scrap cloth robes, there's a little reptilian figure on there as well, with a long, dog like snout and scaly horns that peel way back even through the hood of this robe. As this reptilian bird or dragon reaches down into the mud to find something to drink or eat, this kobold on its back looks around. What do you do?
I'm gonna. Is there any way to kind of like find any area to kind of like take stealth or take to hide?
Roll a perception for me.
So I was looking through my character sheet,
Oh yeah.
and I actually have the racial trait of proficiency in the perception and stealth skills. So, so what was it again? Perception.
Perception.
Yep, perception. Yep.
So there's that.
Were we all rolling perception?
I was looking for places to hide.
Yeah, you can all help each other with this by all rolling, sure. I'm sure you're all kind of on the same page here.
I got it. I did poorly.
Amelia, though,
Yep.
she notices a very large boulder to the north. It's a large outcropping of rock that must have jutted from the earth a long time ago. That's grown over mostly in moss. It stands at like a slanted 10 feet tall. It would provide perfect cover for this sort of thing. But to get to it, you'd have to get just a little bit closer to this creature and move out of its peripheral somehow. So if you'd like to get to it, I need you to move stealthily.
All right, I'm gonna try to do that. Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, I just gotta double check something really quick. Here.
I rolled a 1, but I have a +6 to it, so I'm sure I did not succeed. Oh wait, I think I might have a reaction that might.
Is there any way for me to help Meow Meow with their roll since I am on the same bird as them?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I was
Like,
reading.
can I scoop up Meow Meow since I rolled pretty well with stealth? Just kind of cloak her.
Sorry,
hiding
I'm just
spot?
trying to.
Sure, why not? Yeah, that's fine. You're able to just kind of cover for her real quick, seeing that she's about to once again trip on her own feet. It's the little legs. They get her every time.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try to use Tides of Chaos, but I don't think I can do
I'll
it
scoop you up, buddy.
as a reaction.
Um, I don't know what.
I think I have to declare that I'm using Tides of Chaos first and then use it. I
That
don't
makes
know for sure though.
Yeah, I've mostly seen that used with like attack rolls and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that said, you were covered for. So as you're just about to fall, you feel Abracadam kind of grab the very bottom of your hood and kind of like yank you with him as he
Oh,
lightly steps over. Him being unnaturally quiet.
oh
Uh,
God.
Curl
Amelia's
up
kind
under
of
my cloak.
running into her natural environment here in the forest, and her hooves don't make any sound on this terrain as she lightly steps towards the stone. And you guys find your way over here. You can group as you like, but this is about where you are. Um, you don't seem to have grabbed any notice from the kobold and its wyvern, uh, but they do stand there looking. And though they haven't caught you somehow, some way, it seems that they're acting as a sentry of sort.
Hmm. What do you think? Do you think we have enough firepower to try to take it down before it can warn whoever it's protecting?
That's a good
Hmm.
question.
I could look like a kobold and try to distract it, and maybe that'll give us a chance to get a sneak attack. Or we could get a sneak attack anyway, since it hasn't noticed us.
Right. Because I can twin spell a chromatic orb, but I think I can also do fireball, but that would kind of do some serious tapping out of my powers. And they may be immune to fire, I don't know. Because they do like dragons.
They do like dragons.
But I can definitely twin cast a chromatic orb tuned to cold, and I can shoot the wyvern and the kobold on its back.
Is
And
that
that would
something we'd be able to know with the roll if the kobold is impervious to fire?
So with that, I would do like a nature or a history check to see if you can discern any information about kobolds.
Like,
would you
because
need me to do it?
I'm technically infernal, so I think would I know my own?
Well, not necessarily, because kobolds aren't really fiendish in any way.
Hmm.
They're just dragon goblins, is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But you said that's a nature roll,
Yeah, nature or history.
nature or history. Well, they're both the same for me, so
Okay, you don't know too much about kobolds being a somewhat rare beast, though every now and then you will find one that's wandered its way into a town and found a home there. You do know, however, that they don't like to be burned just like anything else. They run from fire if they're threatened. Uh,
Hmm.
so fire doesn't seem like a bad option here.
I do have access to fireball.
meow 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 meow.
Yeah.
Fire bad,
Fire bad.
fire bad.
When you say fire bad, do you mean like fire bad for us or fire bad for them?
Well, fire's bad for everybody, but good
Not
for
for a
us.
fire elemental. Fire good for fire elemental.
That's true.
Camellia, what do you think? Should I light this guy on fire?
Personally, I think we should try to sneak around.
Well, my earlier attempt was not as grand as I would hope.
We could create a distraction.
That is true. Where are we attempting to go, though?
I guess just continuing the way we were going.
Do we still
We
have
could
our
try to
birds?
capture him and interrogate him.
That's a good point too.
That's
Because do we have our birds?
yeah, I kind of just assumed you brought them with you.
Okay. I mean, we could try to leave, but wouldn't we in theory be, if it does become aware of us, wouldn't it try to attack us?
That's
Mhm.
true. Might as well use the advantage while we have it.
Well, I think we take out the wyvern first, and then try to capture the kobold.
You see in this moment, the kobold takes out like a long rod with some sort of like rose quartz crystal barely strapped onto it with leather straps and crude iron nails.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of just looking it over. And for a second, he's like trying to spin it in his hands to entertain it himself, and he just drops it in the mud. And he's starting to dismount the wyvern now to try and find it.
I could try to shoot him now.
It's probably the best time.
Do you want to shoot him, and I'll shoot the wyvern?
Yeah, what are we thinking?
So I'll do Eldritch Blast on the wyvern. If you want.
Oh, okay.
Because can you like entwine him, like rush over there and use your yarn?
No, that's not that. It's made of glass.
I don't know. I haven't seen you in years.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if I had it in this. I don't even know if I had it then. But we could. We're trying to keep him alive, but not. But to disable the kobolds, not disable the wyvern.
Just so everyone knows, Camellia is the only one that would have disadvantage on attack rolls against it because she does not have dark vision. The rest of you do, though.
Yeah, because because I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill it in one shot.
That's always the gamble, right?
I know.
We could both focus on the wyvern.
I think probably because then he would be. Or could you attempt to cast sleep again?
I guess I could, but I need to be within 90 feet of it.
I think we're within 90.
Yeah, you're at 55 at most.
Okay,
Then
yeah.
it would.
I will cast sleep at second level this time.
For what again? The wyvern or the kobold?
At the wyvern.
Okay.
Or should I do the kobold?
If we want to get information out of the kobold, we probably should make him go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then we can focus fire on the wyvern.
Yeah, so I'm gonna focus it on the kobold, but it's based on how many hit points, I think.
Yeah.
You pretty much want to go over his level of hit points.
So 29.
Oh wow. Well done. Well, since you were able to put him to sleep, I'll let you know he has 27 hit points.
Nice.
So you were very close. So yeah, just like that, he just goes completely unconscious now. Give him a little sleepy face to show that he's sleeping.
And then he was reaching down to go grab that staff, that stick.
Just like that, he's like reaching down, and then all of a sudden, like just a wave of like arcane slumber washes over him, and he just goes, and just right into the mud, and you just see like little bubbles of exhale around his nostrils that are above the mud line.
All right. So what do you think? What do you think now, Abracadan? Focus on the wyvern.
I am, because you cast a spell with your bard stuff. I will roll perception again for the wyvern, just to see if he can detect that somebody was just playing a kalimba. So let's see how this goes. Okay, he rolled like shit. So yeah, he still doesn't get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you guys would get a surprise round if that's what you're looking for.
Do you want to go first, or do you want
let's
me to
do it.
go?
I'll go first. So I'm just gonna like kind of jiggle my glasses and shoot an Eldritch Blast for my eyeballs.
So I'm going to start initiative. The way surprise works in this edition of D&D is that like if you have the surprised condition, you are skipped. So it more or less gives anyone who's not surprised a free round, right? So I'm going to put all of you in the initiative. Hold
Is this
on.
the thing you have to do, or can I just do we roll
So
initiatives
if
on
you
ours?
click your token and then you roll initiative on your sheet, it will fill it out.
Woof. Yeah, I need to step away
we'll
for
the wyvern,
literally
too.
just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm sure we'll be done in a second too. I am adding the sorcerer kobold to the list just in case.
Did
Wow.
not see that coming, did you, sorcerer?
Oh no, he didn't. Usually people don't just make him fall asleep in the middle of the woods.
Wait a minute. So Paul,
Yeah, hi.
so I cast that at second level, but I only rolled it at first level. Should I roll the other 2d8?
Yeah, why not? Because the wyvern is in the area of effect. Because you have to remember that sleep isn't a single target; it's a 20-foot
Yeah.
radius.
Right. So
Oh, yeah,
you
go ahead.
already you have 2 extra points, so it'd be
14 then.
14. Yeah.
Okay, so you
Not
roll.
enough, but
Yeah, that's still not enough. But it's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I think my favorite use of that spell is just like, oh, it's a building of goblins. I'm just gonna cast sleep.
Yep.
Night time, slumber party. Okay. Tavis is MIA, but I have a feeling you are going first, Camellia.
Well, he already rolled the
Oh, what did he
Eldritch
get?
Blast. It's up in the chat. He rolled an 18, and it looks like for 5 force.
Oh, were you guys like doing that in tandem?
No, I haven't fired mine yet. I was
his
going to,
initiative
but
was 4 too.
His initiative was 4? Okay, that's what I was looking for.
yeah.
Cool. All right, look at that. Okay, so Camellia, was it your surprise that you casted sleep, or is
Ye-
no? That's how you wanted to start, right?
Yeah, that's how it was starting.
Okay, so you'll have your surprise, and then Meow Meow's got her surprise, and then Dan's got his surprise, which he rolled Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Do you want me to do mine,
Um,
or I can
yeah,
wait?
go ahead. I don't
till
know
you're
why not,
ready?
right?
What was that?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Let's see why not.
All right. I'm going to use chromatic orb at 3rd level.
Okay. Is that
Ooh.
12 to hit? That misses.
Sorry, 1 sec. Sorry. Yep. Sorcerers, man. All right. Cool. I missed.
You'll get him next time.
Nothing like burning a level 3.
Yeah, for real. Okay, I just noticed that the chat had no screen for a second there because I separated our camera from the group. My bad. Did that way back when we were playing the other game. Uh, oops. Okay, so you missed with your chromatic orb.
Yep.
So just a streak of colorful energy just flies past the wyvern's head, and we are still waiting for our Abracadan. But he, I know for a fact, hits with an Eldritch Blast for 5 force damage.
And it died. Hooray!
Yay!
Wyvern.
Okay, so are you back, Tavis?
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, so to easily sum it up, that was the whole surprise round, unless Camellia was going to do hers. I think you were going to do something, right?
Yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do is Misty Step up to the shrub, which I'm
Okay.
assuming I can somewhat hide behind.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you carry your hidden status there, but if you're going to move again and then hide, you'd have to take an action to do it.
No. That should be about it.
That's all you want to do?
I'm gonna keep hidden for the time being.
Okay. So just a little, and she's there hiding behind the autumnal shrubs. All right, very good. So now we are in initiative, and Camellia, it is your turn for real now.
For realsies.
For reals. So you get your turn.
Okay. So let me do some measuring real quick. So from my point now, I guess I'm going to get rid of my hidden status and I'm going to advance to here.
Okay. Just so you know, the really dark brown, that's all half movement. So each square is 10 feet of movement, not 5.
Okay.
Unless you're on one of the birds.
Okay. And from there, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at first level.
Okay. Thunder Wave is around you, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's the distance around you again?
15 feet. Which should
Okay.
hit the wyvern.
Yes, it's a Constitution save. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2 Constitution saves because I have to make one for the sorcerer as well.
Yeah, you might wake him up.
What a rude awakening! Is it half on a fail?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's probably waking up. But they both pass somehow. So half of 11 is 5. So they both take 5 damage. I actually got. Interesting.
I can't believe I missed on that chromatic orb.
Okay.
Oh no.
you hit an alligator.
Oh, great.
In the swamp. Luckily, you did like a shitload of damage to it. You just let out a thunder wave, and you hear like a crack behind you, and you look back, and there's just like this hissing alligator, and you can
Oh,
see like a
no.
bunch of teeth fragment in the mud. Yeah, he didn't like that. So let me get this all squared away.
I look over at Abercadan and I'll be like, this is just like when we were in Waterdeep.
Oh man.
We got a real Waterdeep situation going on here.
So let me add you to the fucking initiative. Add a turn.
Do we really care if we question this guy?
Might not get a chance from the way you guys act.
I know I may have to throw fireball at this thing.
All right, sorry for the delay. Camellia, is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
So it took me 10 feet, so about 15 feet to get where I am, counting double movement.
Right.
So I'm going to. Can I go back to where I was?
If you move like here in a straight line, like right here, you'll be taking an opportunity attack because you'll be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just so you know, the 5 foot
Right.
squares around that thing are protected by alligator face.
Yeah. How about I go up here?
Okay. Yeah, you don't see any harm in doing so. Nice lily pads up there.
Yeah.
Sounds like a trap.
Oh god damn it! Whatever. I already did it.
Okay, so is that where you're ending your turn?
Is that
Okay.
where you're ending?
Yes.
Okay, so Meow Meow, it's up to you.
Finally, my time to shine. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do the fireball.
There you go. I'll get a couple of deck saves ready.
Well, hold on here. I don't. I think there may be a situation here of doing a disgusting amount of damage because I feel like things are gonna go sideways real fast, especially for Camellia if she's kind of by herself in a stone little horseshoe by herself. So I'm gonna use some sorcery points to twin cast my fireball.
Okay, so when you twin
It's
cast a
3.
spell,
It's
it has to
3
be a
spell.
spell that targets a single creature, and because fireball is an area of effect, you unfortunately can't do that.
Okay.
I know it's a bummer. I've played a sorcerer, and all of a sudden, all the cool spells don't get used like that anymore. If you had like action surge, you could do that, but that's like if you multi-class into fighter.
No, yeah, if you're an Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, I mean, you could still do one. That's reasonable damage.
It's a 20-foot. It's a 20-foot ball.
Yeah,
Like 20
like,
foot.
if you cast it right here, you'll get all three of them.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it like that then.
I would do it like right here, so you don't get Camellia.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good to me if that's what you want to do.
And I think I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos so I can gain it. Oh no, I don't need to worry about having advantage on this, right? Because you have to hit the.
Yeah, it's all on me.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. Yeah. I'm just making sure.
I'm just gonna roll. What should I roll to see if that kobold stayed asleep through that? I'm just gonna do a con save again. If he gets over a 15, he stays asleep. Deal?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so he wakes up. He does wake up, so this doesn't have advantage then. That's why I had to ask, because if you're unconscious, you automatically fail your deck saves. So it's kind of pertinent. All right, so with that said,
So I'm gonna cast this fireball.
okay. Making a 14. All right, that's a fail for the wyvern. That's good for you.
Yep.
For you.
For me.
Yep. And another fail. Come here, alligator. And that's a fail again. Okay, so they're taking the full 29, which
And the kobold.
yeah, I got him. He got a 9.
So yeah, all of them are getting hit with the full.
You completely incinerate the kobold and the alligator.
Cool.
That's what I'm telling you, man. It's really good damage.
Yeah.
The wyvern is worse for wear. Its its wings start to like ignite and flame, and you're starting to burn little holes in its webbing, and it's just like flapping the flame away, trying to get rid of it, and it's like dipping its side into the mud, trying to quench the flame, and it's not working. Magic flame is something else, you know.
So I was. Would you say that this swampy area has methane coming out of it, out of the ground, the swamp?
Burn that much, but it's definitely an unhealthy vapor.
Sure. Okay.
I wouldn't breathe this in for a lifetime.
Yeah. All right. And then that would be it for Meow Meow.
Okay. Abracadan, time to shine. Just like
all right.
your head.
You know what? I'm gonna like rub my head for luck, and then I'm gonna try to cast Chill Touch.
Ooh, chill
this-
touch.
this
That's a
poor
save,
creature.
correct? Wisdom save?
This is you know what? I don't know. Let's find out.
I don't know either. Can't remember. Oh, it's an attack roll. Okay. 14 hits, so it'll take the 15 necrotic damage. It has another condition, right? I think it does something to ghosts or something like that.
Yeah, if you hit an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the next turn.
Okay, luckily it's not an undead wyvern. But you send this spectral hand towards it, and it just kind of pushes through this wyvern's essence, this life essence, and you just see like a little bit of a black scarring appear on its chest scales, and it's just like trying to claw at it with it's kind of like elbow joints, right? And it's just trying to bat away whatever the hell you just did to it. It's completely unworldly to this wyvern. And with that, it's the wyvern's turn. Uh, he is going to take flight and move up to 80 feet to you. Where are you? Okay. All right, Mr. Fireball, he's coming for you. Luckily, Camellia is successfully hidden like Arnold in Predator. And he has multi-attack. It makes one attack with its bite and one with its stinger. While flying, it can use its claws in place of another attack. So I'm going to do a claw and a stinger since it's up in the air. It's just above the ground, like flying in the 5-foot space, right?
Sure.
So first is the claws. Let's see how you're going to do. I like that it rolls everything at once. That's kind of nice. All right, 19. Does that hit?
Not if I use shield.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Reaction shield. What's your AC until the end of the round?
21.
21. All right. So it goes in for a claw, and you just kind of give yourself a Mew bubble from Pokemon the first movie, and you're just like ding, ding, right against the arcane shield there, and it's gonna reel back and try and throw a stinger at it. 18 does not hit either. So you avoided a lot of damage there.
Yes.
Actually, I'll have to be careful with that damage because it looks like it does all of the damage. So I think next time if I roll that, I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, so it does separate it. That's nice. Okay. Okay. With that said, that's the wyvern's whole turn. Camellia, it's your turn. You saw that thing just take off towards your friends there.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I take disadvantage from moving through the mud, but also climbing on top of this rock formation? So is it doubled from the double?
Yeah, it would be like 20 feet of movement to get to the other side of those rocks.
Okay.
It's like a 10-foot cliff and then getting over it. So like to get here, that's 20 feet of movement. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I got to do it.
You get to do it.
Okay, and now
You can see the wyvern from where you are.
I can.
Yes, this rock isn't as tall as the other one, so you got a pretty good view since it's in the air a little bit.
Okay. I just need to read something real quick. 1.5.
Sounds like almost like My Hero Academia music.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Moonstone Kalimba, and I'm going to summon Wall of Fire.
Oh wow, okay. The DC for that, are you summoning it right on the wyvern space?
Yes, I am.
I think it's a dexterity save, correct?
Let's see.
I think it is.
Pretty sure.
Usually things like that are.
Camelia's here, and she's not smiling.
I'm just on the page for it because I don't have the actual thing in the sheet.
Okay, it's the Clealier, right?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay. I'll look it up. It's okay. I got you.
I got you, fam.
Yep, I got you, fam. So the DC is a 15 for all the attacks. So Wall of Fire would be da 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 dexterity saving throw. Okay, so it's all the damage or half of it on a successful save. So I'm going to make my dexterity save now. This bad boy can fit so many fucking tabs in it. You should see my window right now. That's a fail. Surprisingly not dexterous for something with wings. Okay,
funny.
so yeah, I'm taking all of that fire damage. Shit, a lot.
It's
All right. And did you
it's-
happen to see what the roll for it is?
5d8.
5d8. Gotcha.
Paul, for whatever reason, your rolls aren't showing up in roll 20.
Yeah, I think they're whispering them. I gotta see how to not do that
Okay.
because I'm not a cheater.
So that's -2.
Be a beyond 20 thing. Always okay, yeah. Use general whisper setting. Okay, yep, it was hiding them. So how much damage? I'm sorry.
22.
22. That's respectable. Okay, so 22, not looking great. There's something about wyverns. They're just so flammable this time of year. I'm gonna do a test roll to see if that's working. Did you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Working good. All right, Camellia, is that the end of your turn? That was your action.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Awesome. Meow meow.
I can't do ranged spells, right?
They would be at disadvantage because you're within 5 feet. But I mean, you could always just step away and risk the attack of opportunity. It's up to you. You can also do a melee spell attack. Sometimes you have those.
I think I'm going to use my Hex ability,
Okay.
which is a bonus action. For everybody at home, I place a curse on a creature I can see within range. Until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever I hit it with an attack.
Yep.
So,
As you faithful.
and then, so I'm going to cast that.
Okay. And I am hexed. I'll give myself a little thingy to show it. Give myself a purple.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that, but
Yeah, that's how you'll roll the damage for it if it pops up.
right.
But, yeah. So if you hit it with an attack this turn, I'll throw that 1 damage on it.
Yeah, I didn't know how it was. I just wanted to use the spell slot, but it kind of goofed.
It's okay.
Let's see here. And then can I use my movement to disengage? Or is that an action?
It's an action to disengage, but you still have your action if you want to do that. And then you'll still have your whole movement. So it's like you disengage and then you can take your movement without opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm. Where do you use my bonus action? I think I'm going to yeah, there's really not much I can do with it being right in my face. I guess I'll just step out of its range and then take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Because I still want to fire off a spell.
So I think it's going to attempt just a single bite attack as you step away, if that's what you're choosing to do.
Yeah, I'm going to step back.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes, it would.
Okay, that'll be 9 piercing damage as it just kind of snaps at your ear tip.
Yep.
Meow meow.
No.
No.
Here at Claire's Wyvern School.
Yep. All right. So now I'm back. I can actually fire off a spell.
Yep. Yeah. Did you like step here or something?
I'm gonna step back so that like Abracadan is kind of wedged. Like it would have to attack Abracadan Give me one more step north.
Like one of these?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fire off a chromatic orb at first level.
Okay.
All right, mark the slot. Oh my god, really?
13 hits. Don't feel bad. That hits.
13 hits?
Yep.
All right. Oh, I should have. Can I pick the flavor?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be lightning.
Okay, lightning.
All
I
right.
think if you click that chromatic orb, what's that do? Oh yeah, you can click the little pink thing there and choose the damage. That's cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, look at that. 5 lightning damage. Not bad.
Sure.
And
That
you
feels
shoot
so
this like
sad.
arc of electricity at it from the gem, and you just see it like ripple through the wings, and it kind of goes full skeleton for a minute, and it's like,
It should be 6 because of the hex.
yep, you're right. You're right. 6 it is. Yeah, lest we forget. Very good. Not bad. Just hit it. Okay, cool. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it was about the weakest of a chromatic orb I think I've ever rolled.
Okay, Abracadaniel.
You're up.
All right, I'm going to. I'm really mad. I'm so mad that
So
this
mad.
thing nipped
So
my
mad.
girl meow meow. So I'm gonna adjust my glasses. I'm gonna hone in on that black mark that I left on its chest, and I'm gonna unleash an Eldritch Blast aimed right at that mark.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'll hit. For 11.
Your cantrip was better than my level 1.
It happens, you know.
Yep.
You're right. This bird is feeling pressure too. Okay. So is that the end of your turn, Abracadan, or do you have something else?
Oh wait, I get to move too, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll move. I'll go. Let's go over here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I gotta switch my button.
Oh, bye, guys.
Yeah, there's not many places I can go that this thing can't follow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's now the wyvern's turn, and it's looking horribly beat up. So it's like panicking, looking around. It's very animalistic in nature, unlike a lot of things that would know the draconic language. It looks around, and it just, with a big flap of its wings, it jets up another 10 feet, and it just dashes as far as it can, another 150 feet to the east.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So it's off screen, more or less. It doesn't provoke any opportunity attack, but I think Dan can shoot his Eldritch Blast super fucking far away.
I can.
Yeah.
I can shoot it up to 300 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's within your range as of right now. But that's the end of his turn. Camellia, it's your turn as well.
Okay, so I'm going to come up this way a little bit just so I can have an eyesight on him, and I have 80 feet for my range on my crossbow, and I'm just going to take a shot at him.
Okay, is that 80 feet? Yeah, okay, that's good.
Does 9
It does. Go ahead and roll your damage.
6?
6. Fuck. Don't. You're gonna kill my boy.
My boy.
Yeah, my boy.
Holler at your boy. It's me. We won.
Okay, yeah, he's not doing so hot. All right, Meow Meow, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to move
I'm
my
sorry,
full
was
30
there
foot.
anything else? I don't mean to be rude. Camellia?
What?
I didn't skip you at all, did I? Sorry, I just kind of moved on.
No, you're fine. That's
Okay.
all I would be doing.
I'm gonna move my full 30 feet. Actually, no. I can move up to 60 feet if I use my feline agility.
Yep, but you just like have to stand still the next turn or something like that, right?
It only returns if I stand still.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So
Cool.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get 60 feet closer and then fire off an Eldritch Blast of my own.
Okay. So you're within your range increment, right?
Geez, I just drew a
Or is
square.
it like 150, 120, something like that?
Mine is one. My Eldritch Blast is 120.
Okay, yeah, you should be fine.
I
Nice square.
Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3. Is this brown area weird terrain?
The dark brown is, yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to skirt that. Is that about that? About 60? I was there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
65.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go for it. You fucking bastards.
What?
That misses. Man,
What the
you should
hell?
use Tides of Chaos.
What's that?
You should have used Tides of Chaos.
Yeah.
But
I would
yeah,
also incur wild magic.
well, yeah, what are you gonna do? Turn into a potted plant?
Yes, that's how you would do it.
You could live a rich, full life. We've seen.
No, that is not the life.
Is that the end of your turn, Meow Meow?
Yeah.
All right, Abracadabra, it's your turn. Shoot him out the sky.
I want to climb up here to get a better shot, better vantage point.
Okay.
And let's keep our fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Right up the back.
For 10 force damage. It is barely holding on.
Ugh.
With 1 health left.
Oh wait,
Get it.
I'm gonna move forward too for my movement. Oh wait, no, I already moved. Sorry.
Okay.
I've always lived on this rock.
All right. And the wyvern is going to continue flying away another 160 feet. Well, out of the range of most things, I think, right? 'Cause,
If
like,
I move,
Yeah.
if I move forward more, I should still be able to get one last shot off at it, right?
Yeah, he has a 300-foot range.
now he's got a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
glasses.
All right. So just let's just say he's 150 feet off the board. It won't let me move him anymore.
All right.
Okay, Camellia, it's your turn. We're gonna torture the bird.
Well, I can move 35 feet, and I don't think that's close enough, really,
No.
with a distance of 80 feet in addition. So, how much damage did Meow Meow take?
9.
Yeah, not much, honestly, for what you guys were pitted up against.
Then I'm not gonna use the spell slot on that.
No.
I guess I just hold my action, or I'll go to where the kobold was and see if I can pull it up out of the mud, or I'll start going that way.
Okay, so you're gonna start going around here?
Yeah.
Be careful of alligators.
Down.
I'll
Okay.
probably only get this far.
Yeah, just about. Somewhere around in there. Okay. Meow Meow, it's your turn.
I yell over to Abracadabra and I say, "Take him out of the sky."
What?
Is that your whole turn?
Yeah, what am I gonna do? I can't shoot it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Hey. All right, Abracadabra. Shoot him
Oh,
out of
people
the
of
sky.
Earth, lend me your power.
I do get my because I didn't move, I get my feline agility back.
Yeah, do I need to move forward to hit this thing, or am I still well within my?
surprisingly do not need to move forward.
All right.
I'm gonna have to build bigger maps. Okay,
Okay.
that hits, and you just send a single Eldritch Blast out, and then you just see the
Thunk, thunk.
it just thuds into a tree off in the distance. And with that, you guys have successfully killed the Wyvern and Kobold, in ending initiative because somebody's armed with a sniper rifle.
Yep, yep.
Meow meow, help me down.
Okay. I send up a mage hand.
Just mage hand high fives.
Yeah, here. Hold on.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up for tonight. We went well over what I thought we were gonna. um. So, as long as this is okay with you guys, I'm gonna give our viewers a good night, so we can all get some sleep and
Sounds good.
think about killing more kobolds next week at Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We'll be back, and we'll be doing this pretty regularly. We'll have the schedule posted somewhere, I'm sure. Just keep following the Twitch channel, and you'll figure it out. Once again, I'm Paul Reese, your DM, and we have Tavis, our Warlock, Randy, our Tabaxi, and Patty, our Bard. So give them a little silent round of applause. Thank you guys for playing with me, and I guess we'll see y'all later.
Thanks a lot, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.